Who?
They all wanna know how I live my life, how I spend my money, how I treat my mom, why. But I hope that he don't show them what I'm truly like. Cause if he does, then my 2 big bills won't get paid on time. Cause I can't afford to lose another pay pick. June's gonna make everybody think I'm crazy. Show the world how I made a stationary statement. Slave trade joke, but I swear I'm not a racist. I said I loved you, but I didn't mean it. On a Pilsner, eat it. Skin complexion like a white cheddar cheese it. And I'm getting that feeling anytime June. Please don't ask my viewers why they could. Yeah, he gon' show my lousy interview. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, gambling, addiction, alcohol abuse. Cash advances for money matches I lose. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, June. I got a feeling June gon' call me out for DoorDash and everything, even though I have gout. Shrimp bowls and barbecue, I'm in the mood to chow. Gonna order a lot of food, some gabagool, and I want it right now. He's gonna expose me and I ain't ready for it. 672 and Derek, I hope he ignores him. I'm just a little streamer and I can't really afford it. I swear to God, if he slanders me, I'll get a lawyer. I don't know what to do, so I'll act nice. Try to beg less, yeah, right. Stop talking about steak, this is my night. Doc's coming out, so I guess I better act right. Please don't ask my viewers why they could. Yeah, he gon' show my lousy interview. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, gambling, addiction, alcohol abuse. Cash advances for money matches I lose. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, cause in time, yeah, in time, cause in time, yeah, in time,
That being
That being
said.
said.
That being said.
Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, one of my mannerisms. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh my God. Hilarious. The joke never ends. Anyways, what's up, everybody? We are back. It is time for a Saturday style show, and we have assembled quite the team here with us today. We have Meerkat. Hello.
Hello, yes. Let's go.
Steve of the Shed and Dead.
Yeah, the public support behind the movement is growing, ALT. Can you hear the people demanding justice for House Tour 2014 Power
I don't care.
5037?
Listen, I can mute with the best of them on Twitter. Just mute, mute and block. No problems. I don't give a fuck. And next up on the list, Mr. Ludacris. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Nice to have you back with us again here. And we have a lot of stuff to get to, so we might as well get to it now. So I will start today with...
First, however...
Oh, please, go.
We need a huge shout-out for the very wide audience that we have. Happy International Women's Day to the women. Yes. You
We
are
love women.
meaningful.
Uh-huh.
We love women. That's why we're just 4 white dudes on this episode. We love women so much.
I've been let down by too many of them, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they as a guy once
yeah.
wrote on a forum, they fall into several categories.
Yes, honestly. And I would say they're selfish and self-centered. They're all sluts. They're all teases. They all sluts and teases, honestly. But
They ruin your hairline by combing it wrong at 17.
yes.
Bitches.
They collude with podcast hosts to deny the people the rightful winner of tournaments.
Correct. Yes.
I've not forgot you, Sav. You were part of this.
Nope.
Was there some sort of Montreal screw job that I'm unaware of?
There was, yes.
Oh, okay.
There was. There was.
It's not that big a deal. Don't worry. Anyways.
It's a very big deal.
Okay, so today we're going to get to a lot of stuff, but I think we have to start on Grill Phil. Let's go chronologically here. So I saw a little bit of Grill Phil. I thought I saw the peak of Grill Phil, I thought, because with the part I saw, my mind was blown. But then when I kind of checked out of DSP World to go to a wedding, I had as many messages as I've ever had on Discord at one time because something that happened. But first, let's get to the first part of it that blew my mind, and let's get everyone's take on this. This part was alone I thought was enough for a great Grill Phil. However, that was not the case. But here's the first part of the stream that I thought was very entertaining, let's say. Here we go. Oh, wait, you can't hear that? Chew, could you hit the mic? There we go.
It's a modern SmackDown superstar.
Uh-huh.
It's
What the fuck?
Hyper Niven, but it's in black and white. Why is it in black and white? It's actually like, it's weird. It's like I don't know if it's a special card or not. See that? It's like black and white Piper Niven.
Are they all like chromium?
This
like,
one,
is that how all of them are?
this one is just like silver. See, it doesn't really have that
way.
effect. This one does have like a chromium
way.
effect to it. So maybe this is a rarer card. I don't know.
Oh god, it's cat.
How dare you? But the bummer is it's Piper Niven.
You can see, though, well, I'm going to direct your attention towards Ashton. He really realized what he did right after he said he's like, oh, like he even put his hands up like, oh no, like did I cross the line this time? Nope, not even close.
Oh, he didn't mind.
The reaction was, how dare you?
And then moving on. Not like legitimately, how dare you, mate? Can we just talk about that for a minute? No, what did you fucking say? Just, how dare you?
Remember, and let's play one more time. Last time I want to play, just so we make sure anyone might have missed it. Here we go.
Oh god, it's cat.
How dare you? But the bummer is it's Piper Niven.
And Philip's biggest defense for why Triple P is allowed to make fun of Cat, but detractors aren't, is because he promised he would not do it anymore. Well, now what? Now what? Because he just did it again. Even though this Piper Niven is a great wrestler, I've been told, and very athletic, and but you know
And she's more attractive than Kat. I mean, that's just kind of, you can't really debate that. But I guess this is a new thing he's doing. He's unpacking WWE cards, like in real life.
Yeah. Yes, this is the part of the if you hit $150, we get to open a real card. Yes.
Oh my God, this has just become a show for like divorced people and elderly and disabled. This is a weird demographic they're appealing to.
I'm not a part of any of that demographic, by the way. But yes, it was. This is this new thing about this card gimmick, whatever. But I mean, for me, this is a new low for Grill Phil. And I thought this was the new low because holy shit, man, he's made fun of your wife now just to himself. Now, I don't know. The next day, was this talked about? Because I have zero idea what happened yesterday. Did it get mentioned again?
Sort of
or no?
vaguely, I think, because I've not seen it either. I heard that bang, thank you. And it sort of got brought up, like, why don't you, I think it was, why don't you make fun of his weight or say, you have to join a gym or something like that? And Phil's defense was, well, because it's a really obvious thing. He knows he's, overweight, so what's the point? And it's like, well, that applies here with Kat.
Yeah, exactly.
sorry, Lee.
No, I literally was just like, it's all good. As long as it got said.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. Big ups to Kaiser. Said this is Kaiser's friend. He passed away after a short illness caused by eating the disgusting slop known as beans on toast. Expect a big inheritance. Any comment on that, Mr. Ludacris? Are you a beans on toast style enjoyer?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, obviously. Of course. It's practically like the law.
Stephen the
I'd be
Dead
kicked
has
out of the
already
country if not.
How about Meerkat? You haven't said your stance on this. Actually, what is your stance?
Yes, of course I like it. I love beans. I like toast. I like them both separately and with other stuff. I like everything, dude.
We got some
I'm
mentally
a very
stunted
open-minded
people
person.
Mr. Extravagant says, geez, ALT, can you be on time for once in your life? I feel like I was on time today. I don't know what just slander is. Very much on time. And Nick SF says, whoop, 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 blah, like the cat. Whoop, 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 blah. That's the Jasper throwing up. But anyways, big ups, everybody. Let's go to the later when we actually get to the Grill Phil. Okay, so now let's get into the Grill Phil. I thought that was already Grill Phil enough, but now this is the real Grill Phil. And apparently this was pretty interesting too. I haven't seen any of this. Let's go.
Oh, Phil, what's going on, man? So yesterday you had a pizza party.
He's owning the meme, guys.
It was delicious.
And I noticed that for your pizza party, you ordered Domino's pizza.
Okay.
That's incorrect.
Okay,
I ordered
before
Papa
we
John's
start,
pizza.
I just want to say this in case I forget.
Yes.
This isn't, this is just a literal whipping boy segment. So every week they have a segment that's based around, hey, Phil, let's talk about the stuff you did this week and fucking whip you about it and make you feel bad and uncomfortable.
Correct.
And he agrees to this and thinks it's a great fucking gimmick.
That's the long and short of it. Because it
Is
keeps
it only because he has to benefit?
I don't know if he agrees with it anymore. We might be jumping ahead, but
oh, really? Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. I don't know what he's gonna say here. I just know it's very impactful. Let's say, but I think he'll do anything to keep this relationship going. So I'm sure that I don't fucking know, but I bet Triple P said, yeah, you know what? People will like it if we do this Grill Phil segment. And remember, Phil tried to end this though, guys. Remember, 2 weeks ago he kind of talked Triple P into ending it. Right, but then it turned into there's a new name for it, but then it just came right back because Triple P knows that's the only thing people are fucking watching for anyway. So it came back, and now it's just 100% back. Phil, again, cucking out, as usual.
From Triple P's perspective, you'd probably just downplay it a bit. You'd be like, it'd be a light razzing.
Yeah.
We'll just mention this thing, and you can laugh it off. You can say this or this about it, and not implying, hey, you're going to get a follow up if you do laugh it off or if you do say this.
Yeah.
But just sort of downplaying it to Phil, so Phil's more likely to go along with it, and then you turn up the heat once he's in.
Yeah. Yeah, Thrill Phil. Yeah. That was the fucking name of it. Yeah, Thrill Phil. Phil made him change the name of the segment because it was kind of too much, but then they went right back to it. How much of a cuck can you be? Not only do you let the guy call your wife fat, basically right to his face, now you let him continue to make fun of you every week. After he said he wouldn't do it anymore. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Just go ahead.
And do Kino Casino even do streams anymore? I think they're on a break for weeks or something. I don't know. Because it's like you're gonna humiliate yourself for this guy, and he doesn't even have that much clout anymore. Damn, find a new guy to humiliate you. Find a new dominatrix.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Weren't even their fans fed up of him? Sorry, quickly.
Yes.
Their fans were fed up with Phil.
Yep. The chat turned into all right, well, we just Phil's back to being normal lolcow. That little joke of how he's the king kind of died quickly now, right? And that's where we're at. But anyway, okay, we got to see some of this. I've not seen anything. Yeah, go ahead. Go, please.
Sorry, just before we go back to it, just because something pissed me off there, and again, I don't know where this is going. But the fact that it didn't happen immediately, him saying, "Oh, okay, Phil, apparently this week you had a pizza party," and then Phil's like, "Yes, it was very nice." And then he goes, "Oh, and you had Domino's." Like, that's the big issue. My thing would be like, all right, you're 43 fucking years old. You're sat alone in your fucking bedroom with empty console boxes surrounding you, and you're going to eat pizza and call it a fucking party. That would be my fucking opening. Now, he might say that, but the fact that he didn't open with that, his first issue is, oh, it was Domino's. Like, it's cool to be in your room by yourself eating pizza, call it a party if it's Papa John's or some shit.
Everyone's telling us in chat
Am
to
I
wait,
missing
though.
something?
Just wait, wait. Maybe we're getting there.
I would
Go ahead,
defend the
Meerkat.
concept, just based on what Ludacris said. I would defend the concept if it was sincere and if it was joyful. Like, I could see this guy sitting there eating the pizza, shit-talking some video game or something, and he could convey to me that he was having fun. And for him, it's just a fucking transaction. Give me this amount of money, we hit the goal, and then you get this in return. Okay, what's the next thing on the conveyor belt?
Do you know we would do that sort of exact pizza party stream? Lexi. If she did a pizza party stream,
and she'd eat the pizza quicker than Phil.
Yeah.
And I guess we would also do one of those, and it would still be a lot more fun.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, we could.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, last weekend I uploaded a video of me doing a parody of him eating pizza, and then 4 days later he did it. So did I inspire him?
Yeah, I think you did.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right, there is does the memology video on this, which is 17 minutes long, cover everything we need? Because this is literally an hour, Meerkat. This next segment. We can't watch that
yes,
whole
I
thing.
know, but I went to the source.
That's good. A good part. Okay, here we go. So what I'm saying, like, is this better? Do you know, like, the impactful shit?
I don't know.
Like,
I haven't seen it. I think none of us has seen it, which makes it more interesting.
Okay, let's just watch it then. See how let's see how it goes.
John's Pizza, Phil.
It was.
How about,
Papa
let's
John.
1.5 it. All right, guys. I'm still 1.5 it. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
My question is, you really couldn't find anything better than Papa John's Pizza?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're supposedly this Italian man,
Okay,
you know,
Memology
who
doesn't
has
have
this
everything.
amazing, authentic Italian palate. And yet here you are, for your fans, their reward. You cheap out and you get this shitty Papa John's pizza from a chain, Phil? Really?
Yes. Well, I mean, first of all, to be completely transparent here, I live in Washington State. There is sadly no authentic Italian in Washington State. The Italians are on the East Coast of the U.S. and not on the West.
This is bullshit, Phil.
Oh my God, this is some bullshit.
There's no Italian people in Washington State.
Me. There's me.
There are
That's
fucking
it.
It's Italian
everywhere,
in
Phil.
America.
I haven't seen any.
Cold, bro.
I can't find any.
This is such bullshit. You're
Yeah, I
telling
went-
me there's not one pizza
Listen to
place
this. Listen to
in
this.
this area.
When I first moved here over a decade ago, there was a restaurant. They claimed the chef was like an Italian guy who flies to Europe every year to
Okay,
learn
I kind
Italian
of don't care
recipes.
about this, but
They brought me a plate of pasta. I ate it. It tasted,
we can
it
watch
tasted like fucking
the
Mexican food.
memology one or some.
everyone's saying
clipped one if you want.
memology. Everyone said memology has skipped some good stuff.
Okay. The
How
people
about
have decided.
Snort Hogan has 40-minute recap. All right, well that's no. I
Yeah, I watched a bit of the Snort Hogan
one.
one. That seemed a bit more concise. So
That's an hour and 9 minutes. We should just watch the Raw thing. Snort
Well,
Hogan
it's
is
that
literally
good.
an hour. Okay, I mean,
There's
this
no
is great.
left
Move up-
timestamps in the
Okay,
comments.
Duty, legendary clipper. Duty says move up a few minutes and it gets to go. So all right, let's move up a few minutes. We'll take his word for it, and then we'll go forward and see what happens.
Raphael, how'd you get it all wrong? It's Raphael.
Yeah, and if this is shit, it's your fault, dude.
25.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know,
Careers
Phil.
on
I
the
thought it was a
line.
fun event. The viewers seemed to like it, so it was all good. And the pizza was actually okay. It wasn't great. It was just okay.
Okay.
We got to get you a real pizza, Phil. All right, let's move on. This is what everybody wants to hear about.
All right.
What the hell is going on with Iron Chef Kakai?
Honestly,
Kakai, whatever you want to call him.
if you want to know
Kakai.
the truth, from my perspective, I don't know and I don't really care. From
All right, Pop Polecat says you literally need to watch it all. Okay, so let's just start now. Then we're locked in here. There we go.
here's what happened.
Liar!
Here's what happened from the perspective of the stream. Okay,
Ooh.
so there was one night, and I was streaming, and for some reason, actually, I don't know why this has been happening because it's happened a few times now. Kick actually chose to put me on the front page and highlight me for like half an hour, something like that. Okay, I don't know why they're doing that. I have no clue.
What do you mean you don't know why? It's because you're the greatest streamer alive, Phil.
Yes, of course. 'Cause the guy who's playing like a game about digging a hole. That's actually the name of the game. It's an indie game. I'm sure that really puts the butts in seats on Kick. Really, it's gonna get new viewers to watch me fucking dig in the middle of the backyard, right?
Why are you doing that then, Phil?
That's what I was gonna
It's just
say.
something random and fun to do.
That's what I was gonna say. Why the fuck are you doing it then?
Literally, you're
I
It
don't know
also
why-
is the same
Yeah.
guy. Same guy that complains about, oh my God, people aren't giving me the attention I deserve. I've been here 16 years. And then people give him attention and he's like, why do you watch me? I make shitty fucking content. Why would you even watch this?
All right, everyone.
many years ago, he once criticized creators that were editing, and one of the quotes I remember him saying was, "I give you raw content. I don't edit out the boring bits." Like, that was a fucking sell. He actually said that. It's like, oh, great, I love this guy. He leaves the boring bits in. My favorite.
On an indie game. And I said, we'll just do it for one night. And we did. And it actually worked out. It was like a nice chill.
Now,
stream
here's
for my
why I
viewers.
think that you would get on the front page is because you're very consistent. You stream 6 days a week and you stream like very long. So I imagine they would want to, because you put so many hours out, to get more eyes on those hours. But it's not been working. It's not been growing.
Well, what happens is when they do it, I get an influx of like 100, 200 extra people. And we do get some new people chatting, which is nice. But then basically, they stick around for like an hour and a half, and then they leave. You know, like they're people are really not coming to Kick for the kind of content that I put out, right? Like Kick is known for certain kinds of content.
Let me just put it to you this way: do you think that Iron Chef Sakai is your slave?
My slave? No.
Why did he pause?
But what?
Iron Chef Sakai is your slave.
My slave? No, of course not.
Yeah, do you think he's like your prostitute working a corner for you, or?
I actually don't even know what his deal
Like,
is.
are you the pimp, or like, because it seems to me, and you can deny this and cope all that you want, but it seems to me you're pretty seething and salty that Iron Chef Sakai is giving you what you perceive as your money to this woman.
Not at all. I could care less.
Yeah.
In fact, with Iron Chef Sakai, it was kind of a weird thing. This was not like a guy who I knew of, who had been watching my content for like a long time and supporting. He kind of like showed up out of nowhere one day last year and just started supporting like big. And then he would disappear for like a long time. And then he would come back like 3 months later and drop another big contribution. I was like, okay, maybe he's one of those people who only watches occasionally. And then all of a sudden back in the fall, he started dropping a lot on streams. I was like, whoa. And it got to the point where he was like, well, you know, I'm on all your streams. I'm contributing a lot. Could I be a mod? And I was like, hey, I guess he's never shown me any reason not, you know, to make him a mod. He's on a lot of my streams. So, you know, I moderated him and everything. And then all of a sudden in December, I noticed his attitude toward me started to change. Like he started to say a lot of snide remarks, a lot of insults, almost like
Yeah, similar to what you do to me, Triple P, same thing. He would do that kind of stuff.
handed insults in the chat.
But I mean, like, look how hard is it to go, yeah, he came and he gave a lot of money and then he asked to be a mod, so I made him a mod.
No,
look how long that took.
We're getting the Iron Chef Kakai pre-stream version. Cool. All right, the whole story. Go ahead.
I'm like, whatever, it's not.
Everyone's saying we can't skip anything after this point, so we're in for the long haul, boys. Here we
We're
go.
locked in, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're locked in.
And then this one day, he just went nuts. Like he was like outright insulting me constantly during this one stream.
Right.
And I called him out for it publicly. I'm like, dude, you're like killing the vibe of the stream. Everyone's noticing that you're acting like this now. And he really just had nothing much to say besides that he just didn't like my content anymore. And I was like, then how could you be a moderator? Right? So I demodded him. Then he went nuts. He did his whole ranting, raving stream about how he hates me and all I care about is money and all this stuff.
Yeah,
and so
true.
Of course, everyone knows that. So then after that, he was gone for a long time. He was gone for about a month, I would say, maybe. And then all of a sudden, one day, he comes back. Now, he had been banned.
I just gotta say, Phil, like, let's get to the heart of this matter.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Nice. Wow. Some Adam-style vibes there. All right, Phil, let's wrap it up. Anyways, back to the question we asked you 10 minutes ago. A little bit of Adam from Side Scrollers vibe there. All right.
What's going on with this Lex girl? You called her a slut.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you're saying you're not upset, but you called her a slut. Go ahead.
On today of all days?
I don't know anything about this woman at all. I literally...
Then why did you call her a slut?
Okay,
Listen! He just said it there. I know nothing about her, but she's a girl, so slut. Oh my god.
So why did you call her a slut? Well, let me tell you. Hang on, you need the context. You need the backstory. Hold on.
Let me assure you.
Let me think of something quickly.
She is quite the hussy. I know nothing about her. But she, yeah,
I don't know anything about this woman at all. Okay. I literally.
Then why did you call her a slut?
Okay, I'll tell. Let me tell you because this is what happened. I don't know who she is. I don't really know her content.
We know what happened. You called her a slut.
None of it.
Damn, he's going in, huh? Triple P. He's not taking shit today.
Know her content. I've never watched her. I've never heard her. None of it.
Shit, bro.
No,
You're full of shit.
I literally have. In fact, I've never said her name.
Then
Not
why
once.
call her a slut?
So basically what's happening is, this is what happened with Iron Chef Sakai again. So he gets back in
Oh,
my
here we
graces, he
go.
apologizes,
Yeah,
says
okay.
he'll never
Come
act like that
on.
again, starts contributing again.
This guy sucks.
So he's back on the street. He's asking me to become a mod again. I'm like, no, there's no way anyone's going to trust you as a mod. I won't. No one will. After the way you acted, you can't get your sword back, right? But he continued to show up and support. So all of a sudden, one night, I get on the front page of Kick. I guess at the same time that I was on the front page of Kick, they also put whoever this woman is on the front page of Kick.
Lesbo Lex, yeah.
So Iron Chef Sakai goes over there and starts watching her. And then he comes into my chat and he's telling everyone in my chat, hey, everyone, here's what she's doing. You should go check her out. And I was like, dude, that's obviously against the rules. You can't be advertising someone else's content
Well, why not?
in a competing stream because it's a business.
You're
wrapping up, though.
So you are upset. You are upset. You took your money.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. Here's the reason you're upset then, huh? All right, I don't believe even that's true, by the way. Iron Chef Sakai, I think he did say someone else is on this front page. But remember, the first time that was happened, she wasn't even doing anything. You know what I mean? So like, she was just like, he just said literally like, okay, there's someone else on the front page. She's doing squats or something. Like, it wasn't like, guys, let's go over there. But of course, Philip's going to take it to extremism. But I'll check it right now.
See, so you are upset. You are upset she took your money.
Not the money.
Fuck
the
off.
viewership then?
That's right. Let me put it
What
this
you're
way.
confusing about the viewership or the money? Because you're saying it doesn't matter, but you can't advertise a streamer in your chat, so it does matter.
There is no advertisement of anyone in my chat because it's always been the rule. That's like the equivalent of walking into a Subway with coupons handing out for, Papa John or, what's that one?
Sandwich
Jimmy
shop,
John's, right?
But why would it be so wrong in the
shop.
community?
We got
to go,
sandwich
"Hey, I
shop."
saw
Sandwich shop. It's like a Subway. I'm trying to see the last thing, the last message from Iron Chef here. So the night he was banned, he was like, all right, I'm done with this shit, right? Because he did, remember, there was a time where he was donating to Lex, but still on DSP streams. That lasted for a day or two until he finally said, fuck it. But yeah, he was just, I'm just looking here, like, she's squatting for DSP. Here you go, guys. She's over there squatting. That's it. It's not saying go over there or anything, but it's not really that important. But anyway,
Well, it is kind of implying that you should check it out. It's an attractive girl squatting.
Yeah.
As
that's fair
opposed to an unattractive elderly man begging for money.
and yelling at you. She said,
and
Iron
also,
Chef,
yes.
She's got cake. Sorry, I was trying to get her to shake it for Philip. That's Iron Chef's message there, not mine. Okay, let's go.
saw this streamer and they were good.
That's okay. See, here's the thing. That would be fine. This literally was the entire stream. He's sitting there and he's talking about her, and he's actually trying to convince viewers to go check her out. And then they are, and then they're coming back to.
That's not true.
Everyone knows this isn't true because this is the same way DSP describes everything else that this isn't true. It's just a bunch of like extreme, like, oh my God, he did all of this all the time, and it was the worst it's ever been. Get out of here.
And it was like one comment,
It's a few comments at best. So it was not the entire stream talking about this, but okay, go ahead.
To my chat to talk about it. It's like, but that's not what my stream is. I don't want to hear about another streamer. I'm trying to have a good time with my audience. So he basically completely derailed the stream.
The fact that Iron Chef Sakai was sprinkling untold thousands of dollars on this woman's head had nothing to do with you calling her a slut.
No, not at all.
Okay, so why did you then? Okay, so why did you call her a slut then?
Content.
Nope.
You don't know anything about her, but you just chose to call her a slut. No reason.
All I know about her is what he said in the chat that night. That's what I know about her.
Okay, so go ahead.
So what did he say that led you to call her a slut?
He said that on stream, her content is that she basically does.
I have the chat logs up, so let's be careful here. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear what he said because I am up right now.
You call her a slut.
Have him above him while he's saying this.
I mean, there's too much. Like, he said too much literally for me to show it all, but let's see. I'm going to check it right after he says it.
Stream, her content is that she basically does aerobics on camera in a very provocative
Okay,
way
I'll search
to
aerobics.
get people to throw her money.
No.
So you're calling her a slut.
There's no mention of aerobics in the chat.
That's
Aerobics.
literally the equivalent of someone telling me DSP, all of DSP's content is him showing his underwear and feet. That's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody slandered him and called him a foot fetish streamer because of that one 30-second clip, he would go crazy. He would never get over it.
Are you aware that you show your feet
her money pics on camera
even brought it
in
up.
a very provocative way?
Provocative way? Okay, let's see if Iron Chef Sakai said provocative anytime in his life in this chat. Nope, unfortunately not.
Get people to throw her money.
Provocative.
So you're calling her a slut. Are you aware that you show your feet in underwear for money, Phil?
Yes.
Of course. Right? No, I don't. That's
This
not
is
my
good.
thing, and you know that.
This is hype.
She doesn't show
That's
her
the point.
feet. She doesn't show her underwear.
So
And you do. I'm just saying, you called her a slut. And I think it's pretty obvious you're upset that Iron Chef Sakai was giving her money. And it's okay if you were upset about it, Phil.
I legitimately was not upset about that at all. I didn't care.
okay.
I cared that he was derailing my stream and advertising someone.
Go ahead.
Again, this is why we can't give detractors a W. If you say, yeah, I was upset, it means we're right.
Exactly.
Because everybody was saying he is upset that he's gone elsewhere and giving her money. So he can't. So he has to go to these huge lengths to justify it. This is fucking incredible.
This is great because he will never win if you use that logic, because someone somewhere will always be saying something that is objectively right and he will have to deny.
Yeah.
Big Ups Duty Stream says you're gonna have to watch it all going forward. It's amazing. It seems like it. So far, we're off to a hot fucking start. Big Ups, man. And Duty Stream says Incel Manifesto is incoming. Big Ups ALT for the gold dust. That he talks about that? How good is this?
Oh yeah, he does. It's in the timestamp.
Oh god.
If you want to check out how it's called in the timestamp, it's pretty funny.
The timestamp.
Mate, you have clout now. You have clout.
No. Infamous woman post. Infamous women post. Infamous women post. Nice. Infamous
I'm sorry, women.
women
Happy
post.
holiday.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do this.
Yeah. But just know you're all sluts, all right? And you're all teases and all that stuff too. I gotta bring it up. I'll read it off. Big Up Slime Catcher said if someone called his wife that, he'd go scorched earth on them. Yeah, he'd ban him in a second because that's what he does. All right, everyone's saying just watch it. Everyone's saying just watch. All right, calm down.
No.
God, fuck you. I'll start banning you too. You're derailing the stream.
Someone else's stream on mine. That has always been against the rules, and he knows that,
on.
by the way.
All right, let's just move on from that point. You then said that she's not a lesbian. You said that she's
By the way,
bi, or you said what did you say exactly, Phil?
So
what did you say,
basically,
Phil?
This came up on a stream, I guess. We were talking about days later. And I think the discussion was people were actually making fun of Iron Chef Sakai, saying he's a simp. He's going to her streams and he's throwing her money. He's a simp.
True.
And I think it came up that someone said, well, you know, she's gay. She's a lesbian. She's outright said it on her stream. She has her girlfriend on the stream.
Yeah, imagine
So
that.
why would you simp out to someone who
but that's
literally
what
has
you-
their significant other there on the stream?
You said that she's a lesbian, but she says that she's bi.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what you're participating in, Phil, is what's called bi erasure. And, you know, I'm just surprised 'cause you have in your title.
Oh, that ally slide is haunting him to this day.
I didn't expect
This
to
is
hear
amazing.
that today. God.
Yeah, these are words I did not expect to hear from Triple P.
All right. Ira says, all right,
Yeah,
Triple
why
P,
did-
prepare the slave trade. For that slave comment. Big up, Ira.
Why did Phil laugh to that when he said that?
Yeah.
That's a good point. People are saying in the chat.
Because he doesn't know how to respond to
Definitely
it.
not
otherwise.
laughing.
Like the awkward laughter is the only thing he's got
Uh-huh.
for everything.
Bite his nails or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm just surprised because you have in your title screen at the slideshow at the beginning that you're an LGBTQ.
Oh, he brought it up!
And
He brought it up.
yet here you are erasing this woman's
Girl Phil
identity.
cannot continue.
And he laughed. He laughed at that as well. He laughed at that as well.
Telling her
Oh
that
fuck!
you
I can't
know what
defend
her
that.
identity is better than her, but you're not upset about Iron Chef Sakai giving her the money.
Okay. So follow me on this.
Okay, let me say a million words so you forget the question. Here we fucking go.
Right?
Yep.
You're a streamer. You know that there's people out there that are weak-minded simps and will throw you money if you make semi-sexualized content. It's not all the way, but you know, hey, I work out or whatever, and people throw me money when I do it, right? Is it the honest question to you? If you have a significant other on stream, right, and you say you're gay, and you say, I'm just gay, that's it, and this is my significant other, or if you say you're bisexual, which then would give viewers a thought, oh, wait a minute, she's bi, so she's not just gay with this person on stream. There's other, maybe I have a chance.
By the way, Lex has said on her stream she did used to date guys. She is legitimately bisexual. It's not some fucking act. I mean, it's just a fact.
Oh, he fucking went
I
there.
just want to say I don't give a fuck. I just want to see Phil be uncomfortable and eat shit. So I'm not exactly going to care about defending her if she's bi or lesbian or whatever. I don't really care. But this is a great segment.
Yeah, but it's just fucked up to call someone out for that, right? You know your sexuality better than they do. That's what's fucked up, right? Like, oh, Mr. Ludacris says he's heterosexual, but I don't think he is. He's bisexual, definitely. He's just doing that for the fans. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You don't guess people's sexuality, put words in their fucking mouth. But, you know.
So in his mind, right, if you say that you're bisexual on a stream, you can't actually be bisexual. That's a lie. Like, if you say that's absolutely insane. So he wouldn't trust anyone saying they're bisexual. It's like, oh no, there's ulterior motives behind it. That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, that's just a fucked up thing to say, I think. But, you know, anyway.
You just don't do this if you are the sort of person who does have that ally pride slide thing, and you know, you want to make that stand and get those points. You know, it's the hypocrisy of it again.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to have that stance, that's cool. But yeah, you can't have that slide too to be this cool guy that cares about this shit. Because clearly you don't. So as usual, the hypocrisy is the problem. But
does he still have that slide?
Yes, he does.
No, I think he got removed.
No, guys. It was removed.
He got removed and put back.
Removed and put back because it was gone from the transition to the new OBS shit, right? He said it got lost in that transition. Who knows about that? But then it came. I believe it came back. Let me know, chat, if that's not true. But I thought it came back.
I think he disappeared after the King arc started, didn't it?
Yeah,
because he was starting to go full Kino. When,
it's still gone. People are saying it's still. Pop Polecat says it's still gone. So there we go.
Which then would give viewers a thought, oh, wait a minute, she's bi, so she's not just gay with this person on stream. There's other, maybe I have a chance.
But you know what? Why this whole thing never made sense to me is that it doesn't matter what her gender is or whatever. She's not going to be with you. That's not going to happen. No matter how much money you throw at her, she is not going to be your girlfriend. So it's just like stupid by default. But then he's going on like explaining how the manipulation works, and you can directly compare it to how he manipulates people, except it's not sexual, it's just based around sympathy. And it's like, probably don't go there, because you're exposing your own gimmick as well.
The thing is, as well, if it was some sort of like thirst trap, she would do like, you've heard other streamers do this, she'd pretend she wouldn't have a partner there, man or woman, would she? She'd pretend to be single. So if she's willing to show that she's with someone, whoever it is, then she's obviously not trying to, do you know what I mean? It's just fucking, obviously simps are going to turn up, aren't they? Because she is,
attractive
just
woman.
Fucking, sorry, I'm just like,
I mean, that's just how it goes online. With the girls online, they get simps. I mean, that's just how it fucking goes,
Angela was bi, and do you remember how he was with her? He was like, "Oh, you slept with a woman. Whoa, what's it like?
Oh,
what's it like?"
On Alpharism, they would like completely. It was like watching teenagers. He was 25 at that point, and it was like watching teenagers discover that one of them's had sex.
Linda Burnell just gave us a tip saying, "I wish I had swallowed." Thank you so much, Linda Burnell.
There you go. Happy holiday, Linda.
Happy holiday, Linda. We do love you, Linda. We love all women here. Okay, here we go.
Easy for the criticisms from you to flow to her, but if anybody criticizes you, you have a real problem, right?
Everyone criticizes me every moment of every day. I don't give a shit.
But that's a lie, Phil. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you get upset when people speculate about your love life and your partner.
Yes.
And yet here you are talking about this woman who apparently you have no idea about, nothing about her streaming career, nothing about her life. No, and here you are saying she's not actually bisexual, she's a lesbian, and she's exploiting her audience for money and this and that, and she's doing this. Like, Do you not see that as hypocritical in any way, Phil?
Hypocritical? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
It's this simple.
No.
Iron Chef Sakai is a simp, and whoever this woman is a simp herder. This is her content. This is what she does, and that's fine.
Simp
I just don't.
Simp herder. How dare you be attractive?
You.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to diagnose Phil with being a tard wrangler if she's gonna be a simp herder.
Yeah,
Because that's exactly the definition of whatever the fuck he does. If we're gonna label streamers under a certain subgenre, he's the tard wrangler of streamers.
Yes, correct.
I'm shocked that he actually asked him outright how he could not see the hypocrisy, and he went, hypocritical? No! The fuck? How stupid are you? I thought he was joking. I thought he was like doing his little thing where he goes, yes, of course, not hypocritical, yes. But he was actually legit going, no, it's not hypocritical.
He just really, like you said, he just can't give detractors a W on this one. In this case, like, Triple P's kind of trying to say, like, all right, you did something a little bit wrong here, right, Philip? But Philip cannot agree to that in any way, unless it's the 10 years in the past character, right? He did some fucked up shit, but not me, even though it's, 2 weeks ago. But all right, here we go.
A simp herder. This is her content. This is what she does, and that's fine. I just don't need to hear about it in my content. And I certainly don't need my streams derailed by this behavior. So Iron Chef Sakai got his ass kicked out of my streams. He's never coming back. I don't care how much more he begs, how much more he grovels, how much he offers to give me. I don't need his money. I don't need his time. I don't need simps trying to fucking derail my shit. I'm far above that shit.
Let's talk about Lesbo Lex a little bit more. So, are you upset that she finished the Lego set quicker than you?
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know until someone told me.
We're now
that works for every single thing you've ever heard in your fucking life, by the way. The sky's blue? I didn't know that till someone told me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Philip, for clearing that up. I didn't know that. Listen to this. I didn't know that until someone told me.
Set quicker than you?
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know until someone told me.
We're now on the second stream of you doing it, and we're, halfway there? She finished it in one stream, so, are you dumber than a girl? Or what?
Well, you might not realize this. I directly addressed that on my podcast.
I heard it was a bunch of cope and a bunch of baloney.
Triple P's kind of done, man. I think he's ready to go out with a blaze of glory on this one. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck.
I think it must be so long of putting up with Phil, trying to get something entertaining out of him, and he's so fucking boring that he's obviously got to the stage where he's like, right, I got to go all in now because it's just.
I mean, I think that's why he went for the cat joke earlier too. That was 30 minutes ago, in real time.
He's like an employee trying to get fired, isn't he?
Yeah,
it's all that's what it seems like.
Suicide by cops, but in this case, it's like suicide by descriptive word. All right,
I heard it. It was a bunch of cope and a bunch of baloney.
Well,
it was a bunch of bullshit.
Isn't it true that for some bizarre reason, there is an entire universe of content that's based around what I do, and isn't it a weird anomaly?
It is. I find your content so boring. I don't know how the fuck they can stand it.
Wow.
Oh God! Jesus Christ!
Your content so boring. I don't know how the fuck they can stand it.
I don't get it.
It's just a roast. This is a roast.
A lot of you guys are thinking serious. I want to remind you, this is just razzing, guys. This is all razzing. This is razzing. Do not call it anything else. Look at this pause, by the way. Nailed it.
Chat, you were right. This is fucking incredible. Yeah.
Look at this fucking pause.
I don't get it. And the thing is, I'm okay with being who I am. I don't need to be some wild character, some guy doing crazy zany things. I fucking bought a Lego set. All I did was get this. And my audience said, will you do something different instead of just game? Right?
Why did you buy the cheapest, shittiest Lego set that's so boring? Couldn't we get the Death Star or Ghostbusters or Ninja Turtles or whatever?
Look at this.
Well, it's a demo, basically. And if this is successful, I have told people I will invest into a bigger Lego set when we're done with this one. And the first 2 streams, we actually did good. I've hit my goals. So, we hit a third one. On the finale, I will buy a more expensive, better Lego set that's like an IP or something more interesting. This was just a test. I didn't even know how hard this was going to be. I haven't built Lego since I was like 10 years old.
Because everybody's saying that the reason you're so worried about people going over there is because she was doing what you do but better. And I think that's why you're worried about it. So
why would I care about that? I'm successful. I'm hitting my goals on my streams. I don't care what other people are doing.
About how it's a business.
Hit my goals, dumb fucks.
But if there's a competitor that's doing the same thing but better, that business will go under, no? Especially when they're taking one of the largest clients of yours that gave you so much money.
Go ahead.
Triple P, this is your issue here. You've not conveyed this using a sandwich shop metaphor, so he can't grasp this. If you make sandwiches and then there's another sandwich shop that does better sandwiches, isn't your business going to go under? We'd be getting,
Yeah.
Yeah. When they're taking one of
look, no. No, just outright fucking denial. We're not even coming up with any excuses.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever heard of a business going under by a competitor? No, don't be so fucking silly.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? If anyone is successful at one time, that means they'll be successful forever, you dumb fucks. Hand Servo says Justice for Condo Tour calling on the hate army. No, okay, that's a ban. Easy ban. Quickest ban ever. Review Tech Mongolia says a month to do a 12-block Lego set. Big ups. Magic Short Bus says you guys told me we'd be best friends if I donated. Thank you. We are
That's
also
true.
Tard Wranglers. So Iwamoto says if she was straight, is she also a simp trap? If she was straight, is she also a simp trap?
Why would
If you're attractive and you stream, that means you are a simp trap, according to Philip, of course.
Also, what's worse, being a simp trap or a paedophile defender? What would you say?
Difficult. That's tough. Hold on. Well,
it depends how.
Hey, do not forget he's nice in
Do
chat.
they follow
okay?
chat rules?
Do they only do it in their
Ludacris?
spare time?
Yeah. Ludacris, you ever heard about that? He's nice in
Depends.
chat. Dumb fuck.
Depends who wins or loses in the situation. So, it's very important.
The Riava says banning Derek after hearing about it for years is wrong. Calling Lex a slut after a few comments is right. According to Philip, make it make sense. Correctamundo. Big ups,
the
everybody.
largest
Let's go.
clients of yours that gave you so much money. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of how you could have improved your stream and
Sandwich
been
shop.
better than her stream, but hers was better.
Here we go. Come on.
So everybody in chat, from what I understand, was asking you to put on background music because it's awkward while you're building the Lego, right? But she turned it on and sacrificed the ad revenue. But you wouldn't do it. Why? Because the ad revenue is legitimately pennies at this point, brother Phil.
Correct.
Like why not just turn on some relaxing Nintendo music for your fans? Why are you so chintzy this way?
Oh, it has nothing to do with that.
Wow.
For me, my problem is whenever I try to put something in the background that's not my silly remixes, it ends up getting muted or blocked. This has happened tons of times. I have no lie, I have 70.
Why does he not bring this up any other time he's talking about music? Remember, he always says he's going to get demonetized. That's the only reason he turns off music in any situation. It's not about being muted or blocked, right? Now
Also,
it's coming
there's this thing called copyright-free music. I bet you could use that. But
Yeah,
also,
simple.
this is the exact reason why he does it, because I don't know if you guys, well, I'm sure you have noticed this. It fucking drives me nuts. Like when he plays Grand Theft Auto and he goes, "Oh, guys, I'm going to leave the music on for you, but you need to support." And then when the music's on, he's singing along to it or making noises going, "No, content ID, like trying to double dip.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's it's blatantly that.
80,000 videos on YouTube, and every day I get 500 notices that previous videos are blocked.
There's a thing called royalty free, and you could put on a
there you go.
royalty free mix.
There you go.
And then it fills that dead air.
But royalty free does not mean it's
Dead air's his bread and
What
butter, though.
royalty free means is that you can use the song and you don't have to pay a royalty
Yeah.
to use it, but you relinquish all rights to your video. And if that person decides to claim your video, they could actually have it muted or blocked if they so choose. And that's happened.
Okay, but I mean, does it really matter? Because it's for the live audience.
Yes.
There's so few people watching on demand at this point, Phil. Just give the live audience what they want, man.
Fuck them.
Fuck
them. What the fuck was that?
They want, man.
I get.
You feel like if you give in to it, you've let the detractors win.
No.
But that meant that's what it is, though. You think that if you give in to earnest criticism, that you'll have made the detractors win, when it's actually the opposite. if you took that criticism and improved your show and made your audience that likes your show like it more, the detractors would lose, Phil. It's a backwards mentality.
Wait, hold on. I got to ban somebody. Triple P, hold on.
You want fucking 60 cents
What was that?
He actually said excuse me as well.
You want fucking 60 cents from fucking AdSense.
Sorry, I'm sweating bullets right now. Excuse me.
It has nothing to do with that. It's not the ad revenue that I'm worried about. It's the actual content being blocked or muted.
Yes.
And it's happened a million times.
But you're re-uploading it anyway,
When I used to do my
so-
React show, I did it for 2 years, DSP versus the internet. I would be playing a random
Big up to
clip,
McDonald's.
and because of the music in the clip, the whole stream would get shut down. And now I got to wait like 5 minutes to get my stream back up because YouTube blocks it. And it happens all the time.
I'll just accept it. Let me swing back around to something, right? So this is now the second Lego stream. I don't think you're stupider than Lex, okay? I think that what you're doing is intentionally being slow so that you can milk this Lego set for additional streams. Is that true, Phil?
No, I'm just not. I wasn't aware that I was in any competition with anyone else to build a Lego. This isn't like
dude.
Phil's speedrun.
You look dumber than a lesbian.
Why does it make it look? Wait. Why would it make me look dumber? Because she did it faster.
She finished it quicker. Her cognitive abilities were there to do it faster.
But when I'm doing the stream, okay, I'm number one. I'm actually using a new setup, which I actually the same setup we actually just used to do these cards.
That makes it take
I'm using
longer?
to do the Lego now. So I'm trying to get it in frame.
Extra cameras add 10 minutes. Got it.
I'm messing with the camera and all of that to get it working. I'm not in any rush. I'm hanging out with the audience. I'm literally having a conversation with my audience. It's considered a hangout stream, right? We never were of any impression that there was a rush to finish this. I mean, if that was the case, I would have had it done the first night. I could have rushed through it and done it, but I'm not in any rush. I was doing it for myself because my fans wanted to do it. They wanted something different. All of a sudden, this weird DSP universe emerges where everyone wants to show that I'm better than DSP. So this woman buys it, Review Tech buys it, they all buy it, and they're building it on their streams. Oh, look, I'm better than Phil. Phil doesn't care. Phil doesn't give two fucks about
I
it.
can tell that you're angry
First person. The Rock doesn't care what you think.
about it.
No, I'm not.
Phil doesn't care.
I think it's funny and bizarre and weird that these people orbit around me and I'm the center of their universe and everything that I do somehow inspires them to do things different or better.
I agree with you to a degree. The Vortex, the Snortex, or whatever it is fucked. The people in it are wacky. Whether they're fucking detractors or fans or whatever, I'll ask you, like, what did you think about this fucking guy that was saying all these slurs to Lex and going in on her and death threats against her? You saw that?
I didn't hear about slurs. I heard about the death threat, but here's the thing. All right. I'm on my break. I have a rare 2 days off in a row to spend time with my wife. We had plans and everything. I'm paying no attention to what's going on the internet on purpose. Like, I want to be disconnected from the internet. I come back from my break and I'm getting yelled at. Why is someone who claims to be your fan giving a death threat to this woman? How the fuck do I know? What are you talking about? I don't know who this is. I didn't see it.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Please.
Do you feel like when you call this woman a slut, when you participate in bi erasure and go after her identity, do you feel like you cultivate an atmosphere of hate that would lead to this woman being harassed?
Well, to follow up, to follow up.
Answer the question, bitch.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yes. If he didn't give an answer, the answer is yes.
to follow up on that. No, we don't need follow up yet. Wait till you answer it first, then follow up.
Woman being harassed?
Well, to follow up on that comment, because I can answer this very easily. Do you feel that every single person who's made fun of me on the internet has created a cultivating atmosphere of hate that people now want to kill me because of it?
Yes.
Well, there you go, then that's the answer.
No? What?
No, it's not.
I don't know, Phil.
Then the answer is yes.
So then yes is the answer we're going with?
Have it both ways.
What? Go ahead.
So is the logic because they do it? It's fine for me to do it. Is that what? I'm so lost.
That's the bottom line here. It happened to me, so that's my
So
answer.
fuck everyone else.
Does he think the people that make fun of him don't get shit for it? Is that what he thinks? That it's publicly the most awesome thing, and outsiders come in here and like, whoa, you guys are so cool for making fun of Phil. yeah, we get shit for it too.
Yeah.
And that also must mean going forward that if he receives death threats and then blames the detractors and whatever, that we can turn around and go, yeah, well, you did it to Lex, so that's our answer.
Oh yeah, because if that ever question arose, I would say, did you cultivate a atmosphere of hate towards Lex when you said you took part in bi erasure and called her a slut? Well, there's our answer. That's what I'll say exactly. Well, there's your answer. That's what Philip just did. Yeah. There was no answer at all.
Ways, because you say that they create that atmosphere of hate around you, and then here you are doing the same thing to this girl. Now, personally, I don't really give a fuck. And I said, as I'm doing devil's
I want to distinguish people hating on this guy for reasons that you can fit in like a 10-hour video, and him hating on this girl based on something that someone else told him she did.
Yes.
And his pre-made assumptions about her. It's a very, very different thing.
And from his own words, that was just based on what Iron Chef Sakai said. Someone who is, unhinged, a simp for everything, whatever. But go ahead, Ludacris.
I was going to say, I think it was just last week, he was saying to Iron Chef Sakai, I learned that my actions, they have consequences. And then he proceeds to basically berate this girl, call her a slut in front of his audience of half-wits. That's being generous.
Yes.
And obviously, he knows his audience are fucking morons, right? He knows. Yes. And he's going to say something like that to them and then be surprised when they go and do a death threat to someone. It's fucking just unbelievable. And it's such a simple fucking thing. He didn't even have to come out and because he did this with the Derek thing. It's like, oh, how am I supposed to be responsible? It's not about that. Like, obviously, you can't control all your fans. That's obvious. But to simply just come out and go, yeah, I disavow that. Anyone who says something like that, it's nothing to do with me. It's a disgrace. That's it. It's that simple.
It's pretty easy to do.
But he can't do it.
No.
Advocate because I don't feel people should be held responsible for the behavior of their fans. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can control what your fans do. And I think we wouldn't have very many content creators left if we held people to that standard, because there's all sorts of Looney Tunes and fucking psychos out there. But I think you calling her a slut, let me ask you this, Phil. Do you think you have a problem with women?
No, not at all. I've no problem with women, actually.
Ever?
I mean, women who have done things, bad things to me personally, but not in general, no.
I mean, I have this post that you wrote back in 2003.
Oh, this is great.
And people say
yes.
that this is your incel manifesto.
Yes.
You say, shit, every woman I've ever known was either extremely selfish and self-centered, too busy feeling sorry for herself to do anything else, too annoying and or geeky to stand for more than 30 minutes, too stupid to listen to advice they ask for, doing stupid things and then complaining to you because they went totally against what you told them.
I can only hear this in the song now. When I hear this run down, the AI song I did, all I can hear is that.
A total slut.
Yeah.
Now, Phil, that fifth bullet point, a total slut, that's the same language you used in 2025 as in 2003.
That's right.
So, have you changed from this, essay, this diatribe against women, or do you have a problem with women, or what?
Well, first of all, I've talked about this. My past, I was an internet troll. I was purposefully making content that would incense people.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was purposely making this? Huh?
I was purposefully making...
Go ahead, Chris.
Also, I was just going to say that the whole point of Triple P's point is, you said this back then, you're saying it now.
Yes.
Have you changed? And he's like, well, back then I was different. Like, no, that's the point. Like, you're missing the fucking...
Back then, I was playing a character, and now it was for real.
We got to get Steve.
That's how it comes across to me.
Come on, Steve. You got to get back, brother. His internet dropped out. We got to get him back. He needs to hear this, too.
In content that would incense people on the internet for attention... I was kind of a loser and was looking for attention on the internet because my real life was pretty boring. I did the same thing in the Street Fighter community.
How things have changed.
Find all kinds of crazy posts I made back then that were very trollish, very stupid.
There was nothing trollish about this.
And I've since then, especially with these documentaries that have come out.
But you still call women sluts.
Well,
and you still erase their sexual identity and take away their individuality from them.
Well,
like they're an object.
Because that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
So you haven't changed
You know,
that.
if there's
Oh, so
listen, if
that's-
someone is going to make
She
content, on
still thinks that. Okay.
So you haven't changed then. Okay,
the
got
internet,
it.
and the content is based on showing their body in a provocative way, and they're going to get money based on doing that.
Lex did not show her body in a provocative way. Just make sure that's very clear.
That is sexualized content.
But
I
And
wish
you
she
can
did, but she didn't.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I'll turn into Iron Chef Sakai real quick. No, that's a joke. I will not.
Didn't you say you've never seen any of her content?
I haven't. I've only heard what they told me it was in my chat. So based on what I've heard,
I have seen some of her content. She's not in a bikini. She's not in a hot tub. She's not showing her underwear. She's not showing her feet like you do. So it's very strange for you to have this position. And I think ultimately it comes back down to she took your money and you're pissed.
she didn't take my money. She took Iron Cuck's money. She didn't take my money.
He said
Iron
it.
Cuck.
He said it, Iron
Cuck.
Cuck. Look at this edgy guy.
so
Come
based.
on. Hello, fellow kids.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
yeah, you did,
Oh,
man.
no.
Iron
Got him.
Cuck's money. She didn't take my money.
But isn't Iron Cuck's money your money?
No. No one, none of my viewers' money is my money until they give it to me. Then it's
Why'd you say the withholding
then
then?
I have the right to do whatever I want with it.
Yeah,
But I'm not
great
entitled.
point.
Great point. What, guys? I don't know if people are withholding or whatever tonight, but if we could hit the goal, that'd be great. So, all right,
Because at
Steven's
least,
back
like,
in the house.
I hate it because I know DSP is an asshole when it comes to specific usage of specific words, and the word withholding is used in a very specific way to basically say your money is mine and you're not giving it to me. Because, he could have said 1,000 other things that are much simpler than the word withholding. It pisses me off. He's such an asshole.
That's why
God damn it, Phil.
Kick Chat has really latched on to the whole withholding thing. So, like, they're like,
But it
withholders should be killed and stuff. It's very funny.
It was also a thing like 2 years ago, but back then, it kind of, I remember when he said it, he was kind of ashamed that he said it. And he didn't really say it a lot. And now it's just like out there.
Because Mad Stays Noided says you still think things you still think these things. No, I don't. But you still say them. That's because I think those things, and that's my right. That's exactly what he just did. That's Mad Stays Noided just summarized this whole part right here. That's exactly what he just said. Wood Knox says sorry for withholding. I pay now, bub. Thank you, Wood Knox. Stop withholding. NWO News says somewhere in the world, the real Iron Chef Sakai's ears have been ringing for months. I don't know. I think this kind of attention should be something he's excited about, actually, but I don't know. Anshul Mishra says, there's so much cancellation and shouting on Twitter about a lot of things. How come Dave doesn't get called out by bigger streamers or woke politics people? He does get called out by bigger streamers.
Because everyone expects him to be dog shit already.
Yes,
everyone knows
Yeah,
since they've been on the platform, they know this guy is dog shit and not to expect anything better. And he always delivers exactly what they expect, which is garbage. And that's why he can't be canceled.
And at this point,
That's what annoys me.
Yeah, go ahead, Lucas, you first.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, that's what annoys me so much about him. From covering him from years, in the early days, everyone was enraged by all this scummy shit he did. And now, and I'm guilty of it too, he does scummy shit and we're just like, that's typical. But it shouldn't be like that. Like, he just becomes a bigger and bigger cunt as time goes on, and it just doesn't surprise people anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the people that make content about all sorts of shit, like, it's not that interesting anymore, right? Like, oh, DSP begged again? For most people, it's like, all right, well, I know he does that, so what am I watching for? But speaking on that point, August the Duck, 2 million subscriber channel, released a video about DSP today, which we definitely don't have time to watch, I'm sure. Any of it. Maybe we'll get to it next week.
I'll be honest, it's not that great, but it's going to get a lot of views. And also the title of it was, I think, the biggest, the greediest streamer just got worse. Which goes exactly and directly against the whole resurgence angle, which is hilarious. So at least maybe like 500,000 people are going to see this video. It's it's kind of a funny commentary on a clip. For me, it does nothing because, but a lot of outsiders going to see it.
It's at 145 views.
He already has more views.
20 hours. Yeah.
than his whole channel in a month. Like,
there we go. Resurgence is real.
But yeah,
though,
with like the
definitely.
cancelling thing, I think he's cancelled himself technically. Because if you think about cancelling as like the social pushback to something that you did, and it's like, you lose opportunities, you lose jobs and things like that. He's basically done that himself. He can't be cancelled because he has like no social influence to lose and be cancelled,
Yeah.
Great point.
Good point. Mickey Thor says Phil should try pie erasure on his wife.
Oh god.
That's 3.14, by the way.
Hans Servo says Justin. Oh, Colin Henry. Okay. I think we're a little bit backed up, but I'll promise I'll read them. Go ahead. Is it one more? Zitstrobe says background music is for closers, not withholders. Got it. Christian C says the Italian food bit earlier remind me of the episode of Sopranos wherein they go to Italy and the real Italians hate the New Jersey guys. That makes sense. It makes sense. Big ups.
To their money.
Then why were you so upset when he went over there and when he promoted her stream in your chat? Because you're worried that you're going to lose your money, right?
I don't give a crap about what any of my viewers do outside of my streams, but I do care about what they do on my streams. And that behavior is not allowed. It never has been in the entirety of the time that I made content. It's a strict rule. No advertising anyone else who's a creator or competitor in my content, period, because this is my place of business. No other business will allow another business to advertise.
Please, go ahead.
So just to quickly say, earlier on he said that businesses don't compete with other businesses and drive other businesses out of business. So why should he be afraid of other businesses advertising on his business?
It's a business. Well, that's because it's a business. You get it?
Just say business until he stops talking.
Yeah, it's a business.
I do get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
I guess he could have got the best out of this if he focused on that specific point. And it's like, yeah, man, how did you think I'm going to react to my fucking pay pig bragging about being a pay pig to somebody else and telling people to go there and watch it? Like, of course I was not going to be happy with it.
Dude Messiah with a great point. This is all cool, and you have a hard stance on promoting in other streams. Then why did Philip do it in Kick's chat multiple times, in Kino Casino's chat multiple times?
Yes.
This is interesting. Not sure. Oh, we got a donation here from Phil Burnell. Says, I love you, Duty streams. He is the biggest fan of Duty, honestly. Big ups to Phil Burnell.
He's just advertised another channel on your channel.
What? Get him out of here. What the fuck, slut?
Get him out of here.
You're not bisexual.
It's borderline sex work, this.
A competition. I was on the front page of Kick. She was on the front page of Kick. That's just not allowed. It's just common sense in any business. Like I said, you can't go in a Subway and advertise a competing sandwich shop.
I want to know, then why call her a slut? Why say that she's faking being bi and she's actually a lesbian?
Because number one, I'm basing that off of what people are saying in my chat, which is that she's making sexual content.
This is where Adam Krigler saying, this is rich coming from you, Phil, because I hope Triple P's going to go there right now and say, well, you hate when people take nuggets of truth and then extrapolate on them. So you just did the same thing. So I hope he's going to say this.
Yeah, it's the Keen thing again. Where they're like, Keen's detractors, when your detractors say it's false. It's that again, yeah.
I hope that Triple P says, Phil, do you hear yourself right now? And he goes, indeed I do.
Let me stop you right there. So when people listen to a detractor and then they come after you and fuck with you, is that okay based on what they heard from a third-hand source?
I would say it depends on the extent. It depends on the extent of what's being said.
So how about death threats then? How about that?
Because you're not always going to go direct to the source. I know that. I'm not stupid. But there's a lot of people who they'll hear something and then they'll make a judgment by it. But then
that's
perhaps...
You did that.
He did that right now. He heard that she does squats, which is all that fucking iron, and she has cake, by the way. And that's enough for Philip to say she's a slut. So, all right.
They'll actually check it out for themselves, and then they'll have a different opinion.
Listen,
in this case, I have no desire to ever check out her content. I don't care about this person. I will never care about this person.
Well, you do care. I can tell you care. But here's my advice to you in these circumstances. Because really what you should have done is just said nothing about her. Because you didn't watch her streams. You didn't know what she was doing. Yes. You don't really know. And sometimes you just have to take that fucking L and move on. And if you are saying you're not about drama, you're about positivity and all of this stuff that you say in meaningful content, then that's how you should be acting, right, Phil?
He's already checked out. This is the checked out Philip. We saw this many times in the Side Scrollers interview. Yeah. It's just, I don't give a shit about what you're saying anymore. I have no retort for this, so I will just stare at chat and hope to God that I can find something.
From
yeah.
Sometimes, listen, she fucking stole your pay pig. She made fun of you. She did a bunch of detractor memes. She didn't even know what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you come out and you call her a slut and you erase her sexual identity and say it's something different. And then this is where you get into trouble, right? Whereas if you just said fucking nothing, there would be no ammunition. Or, you know what? Here's what I would do if I was pissed. Just go full balls to the wall. Fuck that bitch. She's a lesbian. She's a sinner. She's going to hell. But you can't have it both ways, brother Phil. You can't have it both ways.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the funny part about all of it, right?
Okay, here's the funny part.
We just spent more time talking about this by about 10 times than what I've spent on my streams talking about it. Like, I think literally there was the one comment that I made about her, and then there was the second comment where I said that Iron Chef Sakai was a simp for her. And when someone said, "Oh, well,
what were those comments?"
Yeah, exactly.
What were those fucking comments?
It doesn't take long to say
We need the context.
shit. Yeah, and also that's not true, by the way. He talked about it way longer than that, but okay.
But she's bi, and I was like, no, she's not. She's milking these idiots because they're so dumb and they're gullible, and that's why they're giving them their money. And that was literally the extent of the content that I made about this person or said anything.
Would you apologize to her for the statements that you made?
Will she apologize for all the shit that she said about me on the streams to milk money out of
You don't even know what
detractors?
she said.
She's getting death threats from you.
You know, you shouldn't have to like expect her to do the right thing in order for you to do the right thing, right?
Yeah,
here's the right
I
thing
like
to do.
that. I like that. Deep thoughts with
And also,
Triple
like,
P.
I just want to mention, put this in perspective.
Please.
He is like 20 years older than this girl.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
good point.
This girl is younger than me.
Yes.
And he's
That's
like
it,
going
yeah.
out there, Mr. Businessman, Mr. Business Degree. Look at how he's fucking dressed. Like he's showing up for a fucking job interview.
But this is a guy who would slap an 11-year-old. You think he gives a shit?
Also, yes, he's badass. I forgot he was based.
Not even if they're part wolf. Who gives a fuck? Slap, bitch.
She might
And he's
even
got
be
street
younger.
smarts as well, not just book smarts.
Yeah. I think she might be younger than me too. I'm not sure. Nick says.
I thought you were going to say I think
Triple
she's part wolf.
Triple P, save some of the corpse for the hyenas. We will. Paradox says, can we start calling DSP a slut? I mean, why stop now? Start now. Go ahead. Let's go.
Expect her to do the right thing in order for you to do the right thing, right?
Here's the right thing to do.
Oh wait, I want to hear that again. That's a pretty insightful thing there. Why do you?
I can't wait to get the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Her to do, but this is the thing is you know you shouldn't have to expect her to do the right thing in order for you to do the right thing, right?
Here's the right thing to do. Just move on, which I already have. I don't talk about this one. Like I said, I'm not even kidding you.
Yes.
Less than 5 minutes. That's how much of my content was
That's
taken
not
up talking
true.
about this subject.
You
There was
know
the
what?
discussion with Iron Chef Sakai where
Something you can very easily notice is that he's very quick to move on from drama that makes him look bad and very quick to dwell on drama that he thinks he's felting somebody, like Review Tech USA. Because we can talk about Rich every day and we can have segments updating people on what Rich has been doing that's been so hilarious and goofy. But whenever he looks bad, just don't pay attention to it and move on from it immediately.
If it's Review Tech USA, that's the entire podcast is going to be felting Rich because it's so easy to do and everyone agrees. And but if when it's people making fun of him, well, it's not. It's real quick. Let's move on, guys. A frog machine with a very interesting thought, real quick, Ludacris. What if Lex was that 11-year-old?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, God. The return.
Someone make the movie. Come on. All right, go ahead, Ludacris. Sorry.
Oh, geez, I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, come on.
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay,
I'll shout out if I remember.
Let's go.
where I told him, you're derailing my content, and I banned him. Then there was the discussion where I did say that thing about her once because it was in response to a comment. And then later on, I called him.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say about him saying about the timing thing, like saying, "Oh, I only spoke about this much." It's like, yeah, but you got a death threat from your fan. So by that logic, say if I make a video that's only 2 minutes long, and then from that video, loads of my viewers go in and harass Phil, give death threats, and then he comes back at me, and I go, "It's only 2 minutes, dude."
Yeah.
Everyone knows you keep it under 5, it's fine. What the fucking kind of logic is that? That's all I was going to say.
The length of the talk is important. is what Philip's trying to make you believe here. I didn't say that long. Come on, we're talking about longer here. Okay, the length of time spent saying bullshit is irrelevant, right? But
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like his defense is the idea that because he's done this before. Well, everybody talks about the time I beat off on stream, but what about all the streams where I didn't beat off? And it's one post in like thousands that I made on a forum. This is genuinely his defense. He's done it before.
You jerk off on stream one time, and then
But all the streams I didn't masturbate.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, have you guys seen all those pre-streams?
Believe that she's bi. I think she's.
No one
milking
ever brings
people.
that up.
It was like 5 minutes, if that. And then I moved on. It's not me that creates these situations. It's this vortex that's around me that hyper fixates and blows it up for their own content.
But you, Phil, are a part of the vortex. Do you understand?
No, here's the truth. I'm the eye of the vortex, but I don't care about the vortex. I don't want to be a part of the vortex because if I did care and I did become a part, that would be all I am. I would just be engulfed in it constantly.
But you are engulfed in it. It is chaos all the time. And what I find interesting is a lot of the time, like I'll say, you don't have to respond to this or you don't have to address this. Whatever they're saying about you on any given day, you don't have to let them control you because a lot of the shit they say is nonsense. But the thing is, you respond to it. And then when you respond to it, and you talk about it, it enables the vortex to continue. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but it's impossible to not respond when people bring it up. I'm not going to ignore everyone in my chat.
Sir, you have to ignore it or the vortex will always consume you. Sometimes...
Yeah, that's funny, consume you.
What? What the fuck?
Sometimes...
Yeah, that's funny, consume you.
What is that?
Why is it funny?
I know. Consume.
Maybe Kat makes a lot of consumption jokes and he just likes those.
There's so much. Listen, Phil. People say so much nasty shit about me every day, and if I responded to it all the time, it would be all I ever do. Which half of the time is all you ever do is respond to the shit that these people are saying.
Yeah. Oh, that was true in the past.
Okay.
Oh, that was definitely true in the past. That is not true today.
Yes.
No,
have you noticed I have a new Davoom behind me? Yeah.
You literally said earlier. It's like it doesn't matter. At that time, long ago, doesn't matter. It's a different person, changed.
Yep.
We're fucking doing it.
Yep. Guys, you notice I have a Davoom behind me, RGBs. I'm a way different person now. Here we're going to get it. Watch.
Minivan.
Fire is so true, sir. I'm actually trying to help you.
I am so different today than how I used to be because you're right. I used to get so angry about every single little stupid insignificant thing that was said about me, and I would bring it up and I would rage against it. And
that's not true.
Today, I don't give two fucks about these people.
Okay, right.
I don't. 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes spent on this, but they made it 2 weeks.
That's really funny. You know what? I saw the DMs between him and the Iron Cuck.
Yes.
And he was talking about how Duty just made a post about me and how you talk to him. This is the same guy that doesn't care.
That was Void. Void. He was.
Yeah. I remember. I got fucking pissed off over this last time. It was very funny because this guy doesn't care about anything. He never was anywhere or heard anything whatsoever for any reason, but he knows everything somehow.
He knows everything. Duty streams know this. The person that watches Duty streams videos faster than anyone else on earth is DSP Gaming. He knows everything that is in Duty's highlights and his titles. He definitely talks about the videos that Duty puts out the day before. It's like clockwork.
What, 20?
He has rang that fucking bell. You know what I'm saying? The bell that lets you know he has rung the bell.
5 minutes on the Lego thing, the Lego cope today.
That was good. That was a good segment. I enjoyed that.
Listen, it is a good segment, but I have a feeling that you do actually, on a deep down level, know what you're doing and know that it is in your best interest to keep the vortex going.
No.
It is. It's a symbiotic relationship between you and the detractors.
It's all my master plan.
But it kind of is. It kind of is in a way. Now, people are saying you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, I think. But I think you do. I think that, you got to realize you are enabling what they're doing. And if you just ignore their narratives, their narratives would die out, or they would only exist over there. But
that's literally where they only exist, though.
That's not true.
It doesn't exist in my stream. I told you, my stream, this was less than 5 minutes. What you're addressing is the detractor vortex around me. If you actually attend my streams, this is not my content. Like you said, that Lego segment was an observation about Rich and her and maybe a couple others even all buying Legos and building them because I built them. But that's not me angry. That's just an observation, and it's a piece of content for my podcast.
Can we pause for a sec on this?
Please, go ahead.
Just on this point of him, detractors don't exist outside my stream. I don't talk about it, don't make a big deal. Just the other day, Evil AJ, that whole Street Fighter situation, not only did Evil AJ like destroy him on his own stream
in the game,
and he could have just said, he did to begin with, to be fair to him. He was like, oh yeah, Evil AJ is actually pretty good, yeah. But then he moves on from that to Evil AJ is a piece of shit. He's never done anything in his life that doesn't involve me. Does he not know? Blah blah blah, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's talking shit again.
Yes. Dude, as I've been doing the pre-stream podcast now for a while, since Meerkat slowed down with it and didn't do it anymore, his favorite thing to talk about is detractors. It always has been and always fucking will be, because he thinks it's a pity party and he loves talking about it, and he'll say, oh, detractors did this, detractors did that. Without them, he has nothing else to talk about. But he still would like to say he doesn't talk. He'll even say things like, I don't talk about detractors anymore, which is just funny in itself if you think about it. Guys, I don't talk about detractors anymore. Detractors doing this. I don't talk about them anymore, though. Honestly, guys, I'm done with it. Detractors doing this. I don't talk about it anymore, though, guys. It's like, all right, man, And Triple P's trying to bring that up.
Have a fun day. What did we do today? We played a game. We hung out. That's what my content is. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes of me becomes 50 hours for them. But I don't care because I'm not involved in it.
Here's what I say.
It's what you do in them 5 minutes that matters, though. That's the issue. It's what you're doing in them 5 minutes.
Oh, let me get an image for Steve up here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm about to go voice
there you go. You're in
As to why this persists to this day and why this has been created around you, but it's not really like that for many other creators.
Profits.
What?
That's why.
But there is ways to A-log it and make profitable content out of other creators.
Mm-hmm.
But with you in particular, there seems to be it's very dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's partly because you feed them constantly.
But there's no way to not feed them.
They want.
Yes,
there's no way to not feed them because literally everything I do is turned into something by them. If I have the most absolute boring time, they still turn it into something. If I don't make content for 2 days, they have someone go out and post a death threat and say that they're doing it in my name.
What? You're gonna bring it up, right? You're gonna bring it up?
Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we gonna say that this is a detractor false flag attack for
and not provide evidence?
Views?
Yep. Just say stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. No evidence.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, yep.
Nope.
Definitely true. Okay.
This is more evidence that it is actually a proper fan of Phil's, because that account goes back quite a while and they've been quite dedicated to the troll.
I wasn't even on the internet, so it doesn't matter what I did.
It's what you said.
You don't have to respond to that stuff. You know what I mean? You really don't. It's like I told you too. When it came to that June the King documentary, I said to you, and this was potentially cucking the content for everybody, but I said, Phil, you don't actually have to react to the whole thing. You don't actually have to do that. And it's probably only hurting you to do so. You know what I mean? And you still went ahead with it, for whatever reasons you had. But I think it might have been better for you had you not reacted to it, or it might not have made any difference, but...
I feel like it's sad
I
because
think I did the right
PPP did not bring up that there was no detractor did that. That was from one of his fans. That death threat came.
Fuck.
Said he lied to your face, Ashton. Right there, he lied to your face, and I feel like he didn't know fully, so he couldn't call him out on it. And because if he did know,
to not ask for proof either way. To go, how do you know that? That's interesting. Yeah,
that's a hell of a claim to make. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just assuming. Camping Dutchman says, friendly memo, Pigler is watching. Hi, Pigler. Big ups. Justice for House Tour for real. Says, this is for Steve. Has there been any talks of forming a support group for us to healthily vent our frustrations? No. And you're banned now, so don't worry about that. Paradox says, I know ALT is old because I write it in chat. Yeah, you just believe whatever you hear, right, Paradox? Just believe whatever you hear. That's fine. Do whatever. I can't control that.
Right thing there. I really do, because I feel like all that shit is now in the past, and anyone who's still talking about that stuff, it's like, so many people saw the documentary.
It was last
and were like,
week.
that's it.
I know.
You would be surprised.
Fucking last week, lads.
It was in the past, guys. Come
Actually,
on.
the Stone Age now.
So many people saw the documentary and were like, that's it.
Uh-huh.
You would be surprised how many people
he's
contacted me.
talking
They were
about
like,
the-
that's it. That's why people are so.
You'd be surprised how many. Listen to this. This definitely happened, by the way. Here we go. Top 10 things that definitely happened in the history of the universe. Ready?
We're like, that's it. Still talking about that stuff. It's like, so many people saw the documentary and were like, that's it. You would be surprised how many people contacted me.
Think about this. You watch a documentary, then message the dude the documentary is about and say, that's it? That's what you want people to believe really happened? All right. Definitely happened. Meth Bear says, Phil's list sounds like he let himself be an emotional tampon for girls hoping to manipulate and move in, but was embittered by constant failure. Stop the simping, lads.
Oh my god, I can't believe you mentioned female hygiene products. How old are you? We're married dudes. Come on.
Meth Bear, you can't control simping. You
They
never
were like,
can.
that's it? That's why people are so angry with you all these years?
I know, and I've had a lot of people message me that as well. But I think part of the problem that you run into, Phil, let me be honest, is that you feel like you need to control the narrative. Do you feel that way?
I don't think I can control the narrative. I can only, all I can do is on my own stream, right? Try to put out the best kind of content that doesn't get sucked into that drama sphere. And that's the best I can do with the situation I'm in. I'm never going to be able to completely separate myself from it because they're always going to pull me back in no matter how much I try.
I just think, honestly, you embrace the whole thing and just start battling it. Like, the thing is, if you want to, there's two paths. You either don't engage with any of it and you just let it fucking go and don't try and control the narrative.
Yeah.
Or fuck, let's just bring Duty on. Let's bring That Being Said on. Argue with them about all of this shit. And just settle the fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Come on our show, Phil.
That's the point here. It'll never be settled because people like them, they always move the goalpost because they need more content for the next day. If I'm not here making content that they can make fun of, then they just make something up anyway. So,
this is our make.
Classic. That being said.
By the way, this is a show we make stuff up. So we hope you're enjoying this story we made up. By the way, is what we're watching. We're making it up. Sounds good to me, dude. Rita Ryan says, I love that Triple P is not shy about confronting Phil. These segments with Phil just shows how mentally mature Phil actually is. I'm convinced Phil stopped developing around 15 years old, and there are many signs that allude to that.
I think earlier than that.
Big ups to NWO News says, somewhere in the world, the real Iron Chef. Oh, I read that one. Big ups, everybody.
it doesn't matter. Like, I will never appease those people. I mean, I might benefit from that. If I made that kind of drama content, I probably would get views and I would make money, but that's not the kind of person or the kind of creator that I am, and I don't want to be that kind of creator.
Do you feel that everybody who has criticisms of you is like bad faith and they're always going to be bad and against you, that none of them are fair?
Oh, no, that's not true at all. There's definitely people who have fair criticisms, and I enjoy hearing the fair criticisms, and I feel like I have.
I think he's talking about you, Ludacris.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Been able to improve myself a lot, especially these last couple of years, because of those fair criticisms. But then there's the people who just outright will lie no matter what.
Can you name somebody who was a critic of yours or detractor of yours that you feel would be in good faith to have a conversation with?
I don't know. I'd have to look into it because I do not watch detractor content. God's honest truth, I don't. I don't know what I mostly don't know what they say.
I don't know how to say his name. This alt guy or ALT guy. From that being said, I've heard he's
Who's that? Oh?
You got advertised on his channel.
His name, this alt guy or ALT guy. From that being said, I've heard he's a pretty reasonable guy. He's a pretty level-headed guy.
I didn't even know that's who that is.
Try working with it.
Level-headed, flathead. Yes, definitely.
No idea that he was from that show because I've never heard it. people say ALT in my chat all the time, and I had no idea that he was from that show because I've never heard it.
And I hear that he knows the lore inside
You've
and out,
watched
and
the clip
a lot
of
of
us,
the time
Phil.
when it comes to these conversations, I just don't have the knowledge, and I try my best to understand this last 16 years of your life, but it's like I don't have the time. Like, these guys experienced it in real time for decades following you.
Yes.
And so they're able to go back and forth with you on this stuff. Whereas with me, it's like, okay, like I'm talking about shit that happened 12 years ago, you know, I don't fucking know. So like,
I was there.
feel like at a certain point, this whole like community has to come together in a way, and there has to be at least some sort of a resolution on this with the people who know it best. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's only to your benefit at this point to talk about it with these people and show everybody that you're open and honest about it. You know what I mean?
He's not listening at all again. Look at this.
I hear what you're saying, but again,
I'm not listening. I hear what you're saying, but it's going in one ear and out the other, honestly.
only benefits me if that's what I want to do and that's the kind of content I want to make. And it's not. I don't want to be involved with these people. I don't want to be in drama content. You know, everyone's
insert yourself in drama content, Phil.
Yes, you do.
Wait. I insert myself?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
You called someone
Hold on.
a slut.
So you're going to tell me that Iron Chef Sakai going over to someone else's stream, coming on mine, and literally derailing my entire business. That was me. I did that.
His response was you.
God.
What about the response part?
Is that derailing your entire business?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
The entire chat.
Absolutely.
Is that derailing your entire
But then
business?
you have to think about how much control do you have over your own business? That one guy just can randomly decide, I'm going to fuck this up and fuck it up. Come on.
How bad is it that person has so much influence they can fuck up your entire stream? One person. Incredible.
I hope he's going to bring that up here. Yeah, and Warren says he privated a video when we were live. Correct. But he doesn't know about us. Absolutely.
This I've heard, by the way, I've heard it's one of his mods, but like people, I guess, that can manage your channel, which I don't know if he has someone that trusted to do that, but that's what
pretty
I've
wild. If they can private shit, that means they could delete shit. I do not think Philip would give anyone access to that, right?
No, he 100% private it. There's no way he would trust anyone like to do that at all.
Maybe I'm just putting this out there. Just
I mean, I would believe it,
Yeah.
but you think he gives someone credit for that? Because I mean, I don't know if he gives anyone that much trust.
That's a lot of control, yeah.
He doesn't trust like leaving food in his office in case Cat comes in, so he ain't trusting someone with fucking videos.
Gordon Flowers pointing at Derek says decades equals ALT old. Confirmed. No, that's not true. Magic Short Bus says that's it. That is what ALT hears all the time. Yes, that's true. Shiny Thief says you were shouted out, slut insider. Yes, that's true.
Hey, he gave us a shout out on someone else's stream.
Yeah.
Shiny Thief said for
And
ALT
also,
centuries.
it's like
ups.
it's one of the nicest things I've heard said about a troll on his channel is it's a pretty reasonable guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ALT, you got an actual shout out.
I'm a reasonable person. So Agent
just
Proper
wait till-
says, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, just wait till the Level 1 podcast where he's going to apparently this ALT guy is saying that he's bi. Of course he is. They just want to get everyone involved.
He wants male and female detractors to like him. The dragon, Agent Proper said the dragon has that role. Is there a role where you can private and unlist things and not, but that doesn't mean, like what's the level of that control, right? Can you delete shit at that level or not? Because I'd be interested in
I guess we can check that with our channel because I'm a manager for this one.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if he'd ever do that, but
Absolutely. The entire Kick chat was talking about it.
Okay. So here's my next question.
Go ahead.
So
But the whole gimmick with the Kick chat is that it's the chat for the trolls. So yeah, of course they're going to talk about this. They want to get you pissed off.
That's their goal is for Philip to give a reaction to them. I mean, that's all they're after, and they get it every fucking stream, by the way. But
I love the way he's stupid because when he loves being a victim so much that he makes up some narratives that just make him look stupid. But so he would rather be stupid as long as he gets to be a victim.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't give us the W, that's what. As long as he can deny detractors a win, he'll happily look stupid.
Comes over and donates to me, or one of my guys goes over and donates to you. Like, is there jealousy? Is there bitterness? Is there anger?
No, and that's happened many times, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure that's happened tons of times, and that's fine. Everyone is, in my opinion, maybe other people disagree, everyone can do whatever they want outside of the realm of your own stream, business, or content. So when you're here and you're in my chat, welcome. Please abide by the rules. You know what they are. And as soon as you leave, I have no control over anything you say or do or anything.
But nobody else has rules like this, Phil.
Yes.
Like, if somebody's in my fucking chat, oh, hey, I like this guy's stream, I'm not going to ban that guy. I think that that's fucking nuts, to be honest.
Ooh.
And I think that, again, you're deflecting from the reality that you're upset that you felt that was your money.
It's not.
That then went
It's not
to
why I was upset. I'm telling you. And you can say that as much as you want, and I know I won't convince you, but that's not the reason. That's not it.
Can you even convince yourself of it?
I'm 100%.
Whoa, buddy.
What the fuck? Whoa!
Can you even convince yourself of it?
I'm 100%
With
convinced.
enough Gordons, yeah.
This is
believe your own bullshit. Like, have you pignatized yourself to that extent?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you get it?
You get it?
Bullshit. Like, have you pignatized yourself to that extent?
if
that
you
actually believe that.
Let me ask you this. Now I know this is a dumb food hypothetical, but these always work for me.
Of course.
Yes, I'm doing it again. You walk into Subway. You have every intention of ordering a Subway sandwich.
Yeah, Subway.
You can at least change the restaurant. Oh my god.
We're going back to Subway, boys.
You're hungry for
The
Subway.
only way my viewers
okay?
understand things.
But everyone around you is standing there talking about how the Jersey Mike's sub shop next door is so good and so much better than Subway. Right? What's going to happen? Are you going to stand there and order your Subway, or you're going to say, oh my God, there's a whole bunch of people here saying that Jersey Mike's is better. You're going to go next door. Right?
So
But it's all
just
based
like-
on a lie because no one said this.
I know.
Like,
Plus
it was kind of implied, but no one said, "Hey guys, check out that stream. It's so much cooler than this one."
No. Remember,
Plus, what you do outside of the sandwich shop isn't any of your business. So,
Yeah,
like,
right?
if customers do decide to go elsewhere, that's nothing to do with Phil. I thought that didn't matter.
yeah, he was triple. One thing is for sure, Iron Chef Sakai was still trying to stay on Phil's good side at this point. When remember Phil was talking, he wasn't saying anything that like "go over there, guys." It was not like that at all. But we need that for our argument, so we're going to do that.
Like the
I love
sandwich shop.
Yeah.
The idea of the Subway sandwich shop owner then insulting everyone, calling them that sandwich shop next door is full of sluts, you guys. You're going to go over there, you're going to be cooks and spend your money over there.
It's like a cosplay convention over there.
Yeah.
You had sex they're having.
Yeah, that reminded me of Hooters. One of the last landmarks of American culture, which is declaring for bankruptcy, as far as I've heard. So,
Son of a bitch.
So we're never going to get DSP tries at Hooters then. That's a
yeah,
shame.
we should.
That would be great. Maybe Lex can
You're
go.
worried about lost
Yeah.
profits, so I'm right.
I'm worried
hear
about
she's bi.
people being convinced that other content is better because they're seeing it being
Wait, what
people.
caused-
Sandwich shop, you're
What the fuck?
Yeah, hold on. What caused that? Why pose? Here we go. Hold
worried
on.
about lost profits, so I'm right.
I'm worried about people being convinced that other content is
Ah,
better.
yes.
So I'm right.
Yeah, hold on. Let's get
You're
that
gonna
again.
oh my God, there's a whole bunch of people here saying that Jersey Mike's is better. You're gonna go next door, right?
So so just like the sandwich shop, you're worried about lost profits, so I'm right.
I'm worried about people being convinced that other content is better because they're seeing it being advertised for free in my show.
But if it is, and you can't compete, like the problem isn't that it's being advertised. The problem is that you can't compete, so you need to be better. You get what I'm saying?
Which, in my opinion, I think I am in most cases, maybe not every case.
So then-
but I don't need people cross-advertising in my content. That's never been allowed.
In this,
I mean, this is
Ramsey's coming in and having a look through the freezer. That's how bad this is. That's where
Yeah.
we are.
Real. I mean, it's promoting other streamers is a bad thing to do, right? No one likes it, but it's not like the end of the world. We have to stop our podcast and talk about it. Oh my God, this guy's promoting another podcast on our show. Hold on a second. What are you? Oh yeah, they suck, by the way, too. They don't have to go to that level. Even if you want to, let's say enforce that rule of don't promote other streams on the chat. That's a very fucking normal rule people have. But the problem is Philip turned into the whole thing. He extrapolated that Lexi's a slut and they're not bisexual. A lot of extra things were added to this step that didn't have to be added. That's what Triple P is saying.
This is all the way back from the days of Toby Turner was running ads because he was.
We got
Tobuscus reference. And
God,
this, by
that's
the way,
deep.
Tobuscus did not choose where his ads went, by the way. I don't know what Philip's going to say here. He just advertised on YouTube. That's what he did, and YouTube chooses where the ads go. That's what happened. And Philip was a gaming streamer. Tobuscus started gaming streams. You'd think it'd be a good place to advertise for a different channel, but Philip got so fucking butthurt about that because, once again, he's scared to lose viewership because other people were doing it better, which is exactly what Triple P's bringing up here. But here we go. That's what we're going to get.
Toby Turner was running ads because he had a tie-in with Madden, like in 2010, and he had these ads running on everyone's videos that were gamers. Were like, wait a minute, why is Toby Turner advertising his gaming channel on my fucking content? That's
your gaming channel,
It's a predatory practice. It shouldn't even be allowed on YouTube. And since then, that's always been my philosophy. I think it is. I totally think it is.
I don't know, man. Like I just think that you're salty.
Can we just time out a sec?
I don't know what to say.
Sorry, just predatory practices. Like he's like, that's what he's calling what Toby Turner did, and he's like, oh, it's not acceptable, you guys. Yet with fucking Derek, he was fine with that shit. What's the real predatory practices?
You talk about predatory practices, I mean,
that was off. He was nice in chat.
He was nice in chat. Don't forget that, guys.
It's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
No, he didn't advertise.
He would occasionally advertise Wikipedia.
He was a good advertisement for that. A lot of facts.
I'm not upset by that.
I just think if you were a bit more honest about things and were directly like, listen, fuck this slut. I don't believe in this. I'm pissed that she took Iron Chef Sakai's money away from me. I think that's, something that people can understand and get behind. But this whole, I wasn't upset, but I called her a slut.
Yes.
But people can't advertise, but it's not because I'm worried about losing money stuff.
It's
it doesn't
confusing,
make any
right?
sense.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because you don't have the same belief system as me. Like, I really am not upset about... if I was upset about Iron Chef Sakai, why would I have banned him?
Do you live in your own world? Or?
Oh, I don't get that. What?
If I was upset, why would I ban him? What does that mean?
That doesn't make any sense.
Because you're upset. That's actually explaining why you banned him.
Yeah.
What?
Iron Chef Sakai, why would I have banned him?
Do you live in your own world, or...
Of course I live in my own world. We all do. We all live in our own moral,
No, he's not meaning that, dumb
values,
fuck.
belief systems.
What?
We all have different
He doesn't mean that, dumb fuck.
perspectives on stuff, and that's okay.
Oh my god.
It's okay to not agree on something. Like I said, with Iron Chef Sakai, I appreciate everything that he did for myself and my business. I really do.
Let me ask you.
That's just giving him money, by the way. It's not like he's some...
Yeah.
He built him a home and helped him behind the register and stuff. He just gave him a lot of money. That's what we're talking about, just to be clear.
But I banned him for a reason, because I had enough.
But the thing is, you advertised
So you're upset
yourself
with
in,
him?
like, my chat, or you did for a while.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
should
Thank you for bringing this up. Yes, this definitely happened. He said,
We got
watch
him.
my show tomorrow. I hope you guys show up tomorrow for my show. He said this in his chat.
advertise yourself in, like, my chat, or you did for a while. Like, should I have banned you?
If you felt like you wanted to, sure. And you had the right to.
Would you want me to do that?
It's up to you. It's your call.
Bro.
There's other people who I'm friendly with.
What is this belief system then?
Sorry, but no, there's not.
Oh my god, this could have been so much simpler if he just said he didn't like people being advertised in his stream. Like
Yes.
other people's streams. It makes sense. And just say, yeah, I got butthurt about it and I banned the guy or something.
But that gives us the W.
Yes, that gives us the
He's definitely
W.
handling us the worst possible way. Even faking a power cut would be better.
Warren says, does he really have so little faith in his own content? Yes. Yes, that's true. King Eagle says,
Exactly.
yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and it's like I said last time, and you think that Lex is doing his style of content, if you know, is what he'd say, but she's been doing it a lot less longer than her, and she's doing it better than him. So how shit is he? Like, surely he should be like the fucking Muhammad Ali of begging and shit, and doing what he does.
I mean, yeah, that's a really good point, actually. When you think about it, like the amount of begging and the notoriety that his begging has, he must be like incredibly good at it. And this guy can barely get like $100 a stream.
King Eagle says, big up for the shout out LT, become a boogeyman for Phil. The levels of evil AJ, Devin Tootie, and now old man LT. Big ups, by the way, was there shrimp? No, there was not shrimp at the wedding, unfortunately. I was really pissed about it, but that we need the fucking shrimp, honestly. Duty Stream says, don't forget Phil dressed down Iron Chef Sakai for dropping a member bomb on Truth Seekers. He made him address it on this podcast. Good point. That is true. I don't think Triple P maybe doesn't know about that lore, but he did ask about that on his stream, didn't he? Like about Iron Chef dropping a member bomb. So he does get butthurt about people dropping money on other streams for sure. Go ahead, Steve.
So I'd like to point out that sort of public humiliation is a
fuck. We're losing Steve again.
to the rest of the group. Hey, if you step out of line, I'm going to embarrass you in front of everyone.
Make sure you know it. But here we go. We're getting there. We're almost done.
And they have come in and advertised stuff in my chat, and because I'm friendly with them, I say that's allowed.
Right.
Iron Chef Sakai's
Nice. That was Austin Powers me, wasn't it? Right.
Iron Chef Sakai's not a friendly person. He dropped how many thousand fucking dollars? I'd be pretty friendly with him, honestly.
There's other people who I'm friendly with, and they have come in and advertised stuff in my chat. And because I'm friendly with them, I say that's allowed.
Right. Can you just admit that you were upset about losing out on the money? And
I'm not. I am literally not in one piece upset about that.
So it has nothing to do with the money. So is it that she's a woman?
No.
You know,
I don't like predatory content. I don't like predatory content. I never have.
Come on.
I feel like there's a level of content out there that's very exploitative, that takes advantage of certain people. Okay, and a lot of people will say that about me, and you might say, "Well, is this contradictory for yourself?" My content,
contradictory, hypocritical.
Here we go. Yep.
No contradictory, hypocritical. Sorry, just point it out.
For yourself, my content. You know what you're going to get when you come on my stream.
Oh, yeah,
There's
that's for
no
sure.
misrepresentations of anything. You know that we're not going to be close personal friends or anything better than that. But you know that if you support my content will continue. So if you like me and my content and you want to see it continue and you want to support improvement, support my content.
You say stuff like it's a drama for.
Go ahead, Steve.
Dude, he's like, you know that we're not going to be friends. You know, it's not going to be that sort of stream. But when you do get into the stream, it's like, come on, guys, we need to hit this. We need to hit that goal. And then we can have this reward where we do this marathon and, you know, we get to see this thing happening. And it's like, no, mate, nah. Fucking projection overload here.
Also, I wanted to say...
Yeah.
Sorry, also, it's not just hypocritical what he's saying, but the, what did he say, the predatory practices or whatever that he uses. And now I know Lex doesn't, but let's say for a minute that Lex is everything, he's saying. So what's worse is for her to be doing predatory practices on like horny little simp virgins that, you know, just throw their money at any women, or him literally, you know, going after people that are, I don't know what you want to say, mouth drawers. Like, surely that's worth targeting those people.
I mean, what is more predatory? Predatory, like Philip just does a way more direct predatory behavior, right? When he says, like, guys, I want to eat pizza, and like, I'll eat pizza if you guys give me $1,500 in the next week. I mean, I'll eat pizza, guys. I mean, that's predatory, isn't it? I mean, wrangling up the kind of people that will fall for that kind of scheme. Let's call it.
It's the whole, if we get it done by Friday, my wife doesn't have to cook. She's tired from her 12-hour work week. Please help.
Yeah, for me, it's the sympathy stuff because, only 220s fall for that. And he's super transparent with how he's trying to manipulate people. And it's just so pathetic. It's like laughably bad. And that's why I stick around to watch it. Like how pathetic he can get with this. And nowadays it's been different because it's just straight up transparently saying, give me your money.
Yes.
If he wasn't afraid of like being like having his royalty music claimed, he would literally have Coldplay playing in the background, as he streamed. Like he would.
I always say to have simple plan. How could this happen to me? Every time he starts talking about the tractors. Faradox says, an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. DSP can and won't change, and Triple P, I call him Triple P, will just keep pushing. Who will break first? We're going to find out.
Support improvement. Support my content.
You say stuff like it's a drama-free show. I mean, you don't get that because there's drama all the time. Whether it's you going after Review Tech USA, which you did collabs with me, whether it's you talking about Keemstar or you calling this Lex girl a slut, like, of course you participate in drama.
But it's not the focus. That's right, but it's not the focus.
That's not the focus.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay.
Listen, I'll be real. I think you should do more of that.
Oh, I know.
Because I think it's a lot more entertaining.
Oh no, this guy sucks so bad, man. Even if he knows it, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. Oh, this
do
guy.
More of that.
Oh, I know.
Because I think it's a lot more entertaining. And I feel
he starts fidgeting. You're right, Freezy Pop. Here comes the fidgeting.
like this segment where we're going back and forth and talking, I feel like it's very entertaining. I feel like a lot of people are entertained and captivated by it.
But I will make an observation now, okay? This segment has now gone on for about 45 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we went about 15 minutes over what I wanted to go. But
we have received during this segment about $5 in contributions.
Wow.
My audience doesn't care about this.
The one thing.
Yep.
The one thing I love more than DSP being humiliated is him being humiliated and getting nothing for it. And that's the great thing.
Yeah.
The best.
They want to hang out with me. They want to have chill streams. They want.
Yep. Go ahead. Oh, fuck, Steve.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve. Start
he didn't
again.
get money, so.
Yeah.
It shows how he values this and how he perceives this. You know, how he perceives things in general. It's not getting me money. I don't want to do it. So we've been going for about an hour.
Money,
only got $5.
Yeah, but if I was getting money, you could just call my wife fat all you fucking want, dude. Yeah, hell, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll do that for
$200
free.
in this.
Yeah.
Doesn't care about
Literally,
this, but he never did.
Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say Triple P could literally wait him, and then he'd get up and look at the chat to see how much money he got. That's literally the first thing he'd do.
They want to hang out with me. They want to have chill streams. They want to enjoy
We should
games.
we should have Triple P shove him into the closet like it's a locker in a high school.
Can you? Yeah, Triple P says like, "Oh, just for the bit, it's gonna be hilarious. Put yourself in your closet and then shut it behind you. It'd be hilarious. Then bang your head into the wall. It'd be very funny."
Audience wants.
Here's my point.
In your toilet.
That your audience.
Put your head in the toilet and flush it. Yeah, definitely. I'll do it. I'll do okay.
It's kind of like a sinking ship in a way.
Sorry.
I mean, that's fucking true.
He has a telescope.
Yeah, he does.
It's kind of like a sinking ship in a way. You have your core supporters, but as time they get peeled off.
Yes.
And eventually you're going to have to expand into a new audience, into new horizons, because you can't rely on the same 20 people forever, sir. And if you're just doing these gameplays like you're doing in this oversaturated market, it's not going to grow, King. Mm-hmm. So I know I maybe I'm coming across as a prick or an asshole, but I'm genuinely trying to help you try and like reach a new audience of people.
How?
That might actually be entertained.
What is he going to do to reach a new audience? What is that audience?
I mean, this is just my opinion here. I think Triple P doesn't give a fuck about Philip, actually. I know he's trying to play this game like he is, but he just wants more content. So if Philip does drama content all the time, it would be way more for us, way more for Triple P, way more for just the internet would enjoy it way more, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think, honestly, I think if he wanted to do it, it would just turn out cringe and it would be bad. Like, his grilling review tech is always already cringe because like there's nothing. Yeah. He's not good at anything. He's not good at grilling people either. Go ahead, Ludacris.
Sorry, it's just there's a clip that I'm well getting to the end of this now, so I don't think it's in this, but it's quite relevant to what we're saying here. There's a bit where someone in the chat says to Triple P, "I'm bored," and he feels like playing around with his cards, his WWE cards, and Triple P goes, "Yeah, man, I'm really sorry that you're bored, dude. I'm trying." Like indicating, like, I'm trying to get something out of this fucking boring cunt. Like, and Phil just no sells it. He just carries on what he's doing.
Boat Knight says,
like, his whole point was like, I'm trying to get Phil to do something. I'm trying to get Phil to try different things, and it's really difficult. And he talked about how difficult it was. It's always been like
uphill climb for everything. Steve's cutting out again, but yeah, just
sorry.
It's no problem. It's just Triple P said it on his own stream. Getting Phil to do anything is like pulling teeth, and even doing this wrestling show is like pulling teeth. He doesn't want to do anything else than what he's always done forever, and there we go. So, I mean, Triple P's trying to say they'll get a new audience, but it just would be more drama content for everybody on the internet to enjoy, right? But
of people.
He's not wrong, though. I mean, Triple P's saying the truth, though, right? His audience is getting smaller every fucking year. The people that are there's 4 or 5 people that support Philip enough to live, and they're going to be gone at some point. So maybe try a new horizon, right? But what is Philip?
Or in a way, and I don't know why. Well, it's obviously pride why he doesn't do this. He needs to think, right? In terms of being a lolcow, and I'm being deadly serious here. He's a fucking good lolcow. People fail at being lolcows. Look at Rich, UTech USA. I tried to get him. So fucking boring. I nearly made a video on him ages ago, and I was like, no, this is too boring. Phil is consistently entertaining at being a lolcow. He should just like suck it up, just continue. He doesn't even have to try to be a lolcow. He just like go, Phil, just keep acting normal. It's like that bit in The Simpsons where they're all watching Homer, and he's like, get ready, everyone. He's about to do something stupid. That's all he's got to do. Continue doing what you're doing. And then, that's exactly how you're going to grow. I mean, like you said, that dude, August, whatever, he just made a video on him. And expose him to more people. Just keep being a dunce, as he would like to say. That is all he's good at.
Keep the resurgence going, Philip. It's going great. You're doing great out there. It's awesome. Everyone loves you now, for sure. Jeff Joestar says, guy in the June documentary literally looked at him as a buddy. And that is correct, Jeff Joestar. The guy said, I saw him as my friend. That's why I donated. Boat Knight says, that being sluts is my favorite show. Big ups, Boat Knight.
Happy Women's Day.
Obviously. Max the 7th says, I can't see him lasting much longer working with DSP. His BS will drive him away. His BS will drive away his last friend. I mean, as long as there's content to be had, I think Triple P's into this. You know what I mean? If Grill Phil's a part of it, it'll continue. Philip has to be the one to pull the plug, I think, personally. Because, I mean, as you can see, you can say whatever the fuck you want, and Philip's not going to end it. I mean, I don't know what he said the following day, but Bill Bratsky says, legendary stream, ALT is old. That's not true. Nick says, what sandwich shop survives on 2 customers? Makes sense. The Range Game says, sorry for withholding your money. Thank you. Stop withholding. Withholders will be killed. Quasar953 says, Phil turned down 50,000 Triple P. He won't change. That is correct. And BB11 says, if team divorce is true, I hope there's a point in time where Phil begs for money for payments for his divorce settlement. That'll be good.
Oh, that'll happen. No doubt.
Save the divorce, guys. You've heard of save the house. Well, we're back with a new thing you need to save. All right, here we go. Almost done.
That might actually be entertained, sir.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that. It's obvious that as much as people say shit like, the Kino Casino is just messing with you, they're going to snake you, they actually don't like you, I actually feel like it's the opposite. It's that you want to help me, but you see the kind of person I am, that I'm a stubborn individual, and it hurts you
that's not good.
to see that I won't change, right?
Brutal. It's bro. It's fucking brutal, bro.
I just want you to know I am well aware. People say I'm not self-aware.
Yeah,
I am fully self-aware of all of this going on. I'm not stupid.
You guys know, like, I'll pick.
I'm fully self-aware of all of this going on. I'm not stupid.
You guys know, like, I'll pitch this idea. No, this doesn't work for me, brother. Okay, what about no, brother? Like, he does do it, but it takes a long time. It's tough. Like, working with Phil is draining. It sucks my soul. And it's not your fault entirely, Phil. It's also everybody around you. Everybody involved in all of this shit is fucked in the head, including me and you.
Here's the truth.
It's just like a bastion of mental illness, like a fucking asylum.
If we were just able to work together and do the fun content that we think would work, but we can't, because every moment we got to wonder, How is it going to be taken by this? Who's
What?
going to spin it this way?
No, that's you.
Triple P started this thing saying ignore what people do or lean into it. Choose one way. What is this?
Yeah.
You have to worry about what people think about it?
This is why I can't do either. This is why I'm not.
What does that mean?
Support it or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's not just, we could just do stuff that we think will work. You always got to have this fucking thought about, what about the sphere, the vortex? How's that going to affect it?
This is what I think has happened is that, you know, if you watch like Kitchen Nightmares and Chef Ramsay will come in and there was somebody who was talented, but the chef will say, you lost your passion. To me, it feels like you lost your passion.
Oh,
it feels
No.
me like
Phil was never talented. He was never talented.
Yeah.
He just had no competition. And then the moment he started having competition, he became washed. And now he's washed.
Yes. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the person that got gifted a sub. Incel Manifesto, Phil is gay. Big ups to that person. Let's get Lex's comment real quick.
That's gay.
Okay, moving on.
I've just got this image now of Gordon Ramsay going through Phil's freezer and going, what is this, you donkey? A half-eaten? Like, that's fucking amazing.
Half-eaten turkey dog.
He does say fresh frozen as well, don't he? That's the thing that Chef Ramsay hates. And then Phil does actually say that.
Laveria says, do you think Lex could be the 11-year-old girl from the VR chat who came back to haunt Phil? Big ups, Laveria. I just... MW News says someone told him about Lex and it's immediate slut shaming. Someone told him about Derek's playlist. I don't know anything. He's nice. That's correct. That is fucking correct. He heard one comment from someone he hated and he said, okay, well, she's a slut. Many people told him about Derek's playlist and I know nothing about that, guys. Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go.
Lost that spirit of wanting to create and wanting to make good stuff, and you just serve up whatever fucking shitty slop just to pump it out.
Wow.
6 days a fucking week and fill the schedule. And
calling him content shitty slop.
Yeah, the meaningful content.
Wow.
To his
face. Right to his face.
And he doesn't pipe up at all. He just lets it happen.
Face. It's being given straight to.
In the shitty ass baby man shirt. No.
Thank you for noticing. Yes.
Bro, it's
your passion.
Go ahead.
job at 17. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's correct. Thank you.
It's like one of those morning team meetings when you have to have your camera on and you have no underwear, but you're just in the shirt.
Yeah. I'm watching. Yep.
And it's probably been gone for 7 or 8 years now. That's my assessment.
I lost my passion in 2016 when I was doing the offline style
When he jerked
videos. I
off?
basically was streaming, but I was actually
Offline
ignoring
style
the audience.
videos.
Like, imagine I literally didn't address anyone tonight who contributed or nothing. Like, that's how I was streaming. I mean, what a dunce move, right? But then when I became an interactive streamer and I started talking with the audience and having these social conversations and shout outs, the content changed much for the better. And I like who I am now. I like the content I put out now, and my audience does. Now, you're right. I'm not going to have the same size of audience forever.
Yes.
And I am trying to slowly try to transition into other things, as everyone is seeing. There's different content and different things I'm doing. But you have to understand that I've been doing...
He quits all of those new things, by the way, just to be clear. All these new things he's tried, he quits them all, so...
Like, he's objectively worse as well, because at least before stream and therefore chat, he would, like... try things himself in games. He'd get angry and stubborn and he'd like head through a brick wall his way through it. But now we're at a point where it's like, I'll just wait for chat to tell me what to do.
Yep.
The hand-holding killed all entertainment value.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Frog Machine is right, too. That's the day the begging started. Because we started being a live streamer, that's when the begging picked up. Because now I just need money directly from you. There's no AdSense anymore. So, guys, you give me money. Thanks. That's when it started.
Cool.
Right
That
there.
I can ask you directly.
Yeah. So we don't have to fuck around with AdSense. Just give me money then. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Big ups Bob Starsky says, you may not get it, but the next day Phil coped saying Triple P was playing at a tractor, then banned people for agreeing that he had no passion. Okay. I have that. I think we do have to watch that. This is almost done. There's less than 10 minutes left on this. Let's see.
Doing this for almost 17 years. It's not going to be an overnight change. It's not something I want to do overnight.
I'll check that out.
Because I like what I'm doing before as well. I did like doing some of this drama stuff, and I think we'll do more of it. But I also don't want to become Mr. Drama overnight. You know what I'm saying?
It's just what I think. I just think when I brought you on to Kino Casino the first time, and then we had the interview, or not the interview, but the co-op react about Review Tech, and then we had the Josh Moon interview. There was so much momentum and such a groundswell of people that were going to give you a second look, a second opportunity.
Yep. And they're all gone.
I just feel like you did not capitalize on that opportunity. And it's not entirely your fault.
Triple P, have you seen behind me? A lot of RGBs. So,
there's a lot of people that said they wanted to work with you or do interviews with you or debates with you, and it fell through. But ultimately, it falls down on you to produce a product that is going to hold people's attention and entertain them and turn them into longtime Phil fans. And you had such a good opportunity, and I just feel like you let it slip right through your fingers because you were too comfortable clinging to what you do now.
Jeez.
Which it's enough to get by for now. But, 50 is coming, Phil. You'll soon be 50 years old, 60. You got to be thinking, like, are you going to be 60 and playing Ninja Turtles, Call of Duty? Is that your life?
Of course not. And I'm trying to prepare my audience.
Holy shit, throw the damn towel! Throw the towel!
As for that, I've been telling them for years, this is why I need to diversify and do other things. And there's a lot of pushback. When you're someone who's doing a certain kind of content for so long, and that's what got you notoriety, and that's why you have a long...
He's dodging the question.
Yeah,
he's just dodging the question. He's making it about his viewers now.
Yep.
And not about what he intends to do.
Yep. As Triple P tried to say it's on you, but he's quickly saying, on me. I'll show you it's on them, not me.
And we all know that his actual retirement plan is just wait for his parents to die and get the inheritance. He's got no pension. He's got no savings. He's not ready for that.
Content for so long, and that's what got you notoriety, and that's why you have a long-standing, hardcore, positive fan base that will stand by you through thick and thin. And all these years of bullshit, it's tough. It is. I wish it were an easy thing to do. It's not. I can't just abandon everyone who I've worked with and who supported me for all these years. But at the same time, they know that I've told them. This is why I have a podcast now instead of just playing games. This is why I want to branch out and do different kinds of commentary.
You're a fucking video game Let's Player. You play video games and record yourself. No. They don't need you that bad. Stop being so parasocial.
So I'm unfortunately skipping ahead a few beats in the story, but I will play the beats in between this. But I'm looking at that daily rap from yesterday. Look at the title. The future is more than just games.
Oh my God. Exclamation mark.
We'll get there though. So we'll play this and then daily rap, and then there's one question from there we'll get to finish up. This is worth covering, I think.
Shows.
Yeah, there was also a depression segment. Allegedly, he got depression.
I want to play that too. That's what I got ready for us after this. So let's
branch out and do interviews. It has to happen. It can't just be me sitting here playing games till I'm dead. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to get carpal tunnel, right? I can't do it
you're
anymore.
not. Fuck.
I've said that to them many times. So it is. I totally get where you're coming from. I do. It's a valid conversation. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the fact that you have given me a chance. And you continue to give me a chance. We're still working together and doing stuff.
I've just done nothing with it.
Conversation privately, but I feel like it comes to the point because a lot of people don't understand what I'm trying to do with Phil content or interacting with you or interacting with the rest of the Vortex and the community. And I just kind of want to put the cards on the table publicly as to where I am with it and how I view you and how I view this whole thing going down and where I'd like it to go. Because I think a lot of people are confused, and that, that's because, there's kayfabe, and sometimes, not, of course, most of the time, the things I'm saying aren't meant to be taken literally. But I genuinely think, Phil, that if you don't make some real changes real soon and get passionate about what you're doing for your job and excited about it again, you're going to be in a really, really bad spot, bro. And, you are considered one of the treasures of the internet. And we don't want to, some people want to see you in a really bad place and they want to see you homeless and they want to see you die. And, sometimes I understand why. But I don't want that for you.
God. Honestly,
His best friend.
Called his wife fat and also said, I see why people want to see you die. And he said, I understand that. Same
Amazing.
stream. Great friend, man. Awesome.
Sometimes
Cool.
I understand why, but I don't want that for you. Even though I understand sometimes why they hate you so much, because sometimes you just do shit that's so retarded. I don't want to see you die. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. I want to see you prosperous.
Dude,
I want to see the whole
I
community.
love this. You know why? Because I know that nothing that this guy says is going to get to him or have any influence on him whatsoever. Or if any, it's going to be theatrical and superficial, and it's going to be gone by the next, 6 months.
And then he's going to say, he's going to remember this in a very different way than what's happening now. So whatever, I don't know how Phil is going to talk about this in the following days, but I'm sure it's way different. Triple P gave me a lot of points about how he respects me. He understands my business.
Maybe he already did.
Yeah, he just has a few small points of improvement. I could try. That's what he's going to say. I
die.
Splody Jesus in the house is Year of the Snake. We'll see. Dare Bear says, go ahead.
Just quickly, he's saying it to his face. He's saying it to his fucking
right
face.
to his face. Yep. He's saying it right to him. Dare Bear is saying, if you can somehow get an interview with Phil, are you guys going to retire after or keep it going? Love the show. That wouldn't stop anything. That ever happened. But the Pasta Maker says, I'm tired of his use of dunce as his only synonym for stupid. Phil is pick up a fucking thesaurus or use the dreaded Google. Big ups to you, the Pasta Maker. All right, here we go.
You succeed. I want to see you win. I want to see you prosperous. I want to see the whole community, the whole vortex excited and having fun. And that's what I want. So that's why I decided to
we're
go
hating
off
on
a little
this
bit
guy.
more
Now
tonight.
we're gonna have a big fucking
all good.
kumbaya. What is
It's
this
totally
even
all
mean?
good.
I don't
And
know.
I
But
think
we
this
need
is
to do
more
a pizza
transparency.
party, obviously.
That's
That's the good ending, apparently.
for the viewers
The
too.
good
because
ending is DSP takes criticism and becomes an amazing streamer, and we all love him. Is that the good ending?
Well, for me, the good ending is he goes bankrupt, ends up having to downsize, works at Burger King, gets shit on by his manager who hates him. That's my sort of vision.
well, also streaming
I'm with
once
you
a,
on
once a
this
week.
one.
Once a
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Hey guys,
has to move back to Connecticut. Has to move back in with mum and dad.
Evil Dawn says, remember, Triple B is better than the detractors. Yes, he's much better. He's a real friend. Don't forget that. Evil Dawn, he's a friend. Okay, stop it. Paul Polecat says all he took from this was diversified content. Nothing about passion or putting effort, just shotgunning different types of content. There you go. That's all he took. Jeff Joestar says Phil's sandwich shop is like the Yellow Deli. The Yellow Deli. Is that like yellow paint, maybe? I'm not sure of the reference. But let's go. Almost finish this one. We got to finish
it's totally
at some
all
point
good.
today.
And I think this is
Oh my God, it's okay. Yeah,
more
we got to finish
transparency for the viewers too, because a lot of them seriously think that you guys are trying to screw me and stuff, which I know neither you or Andy are. I know that, but they don't see that, right? They don't hear this. They think there's some evil plot behind it. And I get
he doesn't need to do anything behind the scenes anymore. He's doing it on stream right to your face now. So he called Cat Fat. He called Cat Fat today on the stream right now. Said your content itself is, what does he say again? Shit slop, I believe was the words he used. I don't want to put any words in his mouth. I mean, he's not doing anything behind the scenes anymore. It's just a punching right to the face.
Why people hate him. He understands why people want him to die.
Yeah, there's no knife in the back. It's a punch in the face, right? That's what's going on right here.
get it. It's for me, it's going to be a slower process, but I think that we'll get there. It's just a matter of time and finding the right way to do it. Because again, it's a tricky thing for me. I easily could have jumped fully into the drama stuff back in the fall, right? When we were hot with it. We were.
I mean, when they gave you the opportunity to do that, to keep your audience going.
And he was into it until the views slowed down on it, by the way. The only reason he stopped it was because he started getting less attention for it. That he's going to say now, I chose to make this decision, but it was not his decision at all. It was after Triple P said during our arc with him, when it kind of like the symbol of the arc really being over, that's when he stopped drama content. Exactly, by the way. Right there.
My core audience, the people who are there every day to
And when he
support
couldn't
me,
get
was
any more
saying,
interviews.
Phil,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Don't forget that.
This is not what we want for you. This is not, this is not who you are. And if you do this, we're gonna leave. And I can't just have the people who made me who I am today upset and leave. At the same time, I know I can't play games forever. It's got to be a balance. And everyone wants me to run a million miles an hour towards change. I want to do things differently, but it's got to be a balanced process. And we will
Oh my
get
god. Oh my god,
is
dude, again. He's just making YouTube videos. You can just try making a different YouTube video for like a couple of hours and see how that works. We're not actually restructuring an actual business. This is not what's happening.
It's going to take some time, okay, guys? Just keep that in mind.
You stick to something, man. You
We
got
don't
to
have to
stick
do it now.
something.
It's going to
'cause,
take time.
It's like the politics show. It's a novelty, and then the money falls off, and you're like, fuck it. The Lego stream, it might be the same thing. It's like a novelty. It does well, and then you just let it fucking go. But you have to stick with these things sometimes. Like with the wrestling show, we've managed to stick with it, even though there's been slow weeks, there's been good weeks, and I think that that's a good thing. But you can't just start off in one direction and then fuck it, it's no good. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you do that a lot of the time.
One slow stream, Triple P.
It's hard because I don't really feel like anything that I've tried has had the long-term success that I would. You know what I mean? Like you guys,
just real
your
quick.
show does so good.
Yeah,
and nothing that I do really sticks around besides the consistent shit that I agree will go into decline. These efforts that I've tried to do new stuff haven't really worked. I've tried different interviews. They kind of flopped. They didn't really work. I tried to get other guests. They don't want to come on. They want to dodge,
there you go.
right? It's
There
like,
you go.
come on, man. I want to do this
The
stuff.
moment
I
we
do.
face a roadblock,
I was willing to
that's it,
do
we're
it.
done.
And then it's just like, is it really worth it? And I hear you. Like, it feels like I went right back to square one, but at the same time, I'm doing good. I'm actually doing better than I was, which is great.
Yeah,
but I agree with you that there has to be some changes too. I'm with you on this.
He's beating man right now.
We just go like completely outside the box. I don't know. Maybe we do fucking workout streams. Maybe we do you fucking walking around the neighborhood live stream. I don't know.
Dude, get him on some scales. I want to get him on some scales to take a picture of the
Walking
number.
stream, please.
We gotta find something for you, man. We gotta find something for you that you can do comfortably
Shoot him out of a cannon.
and successfully and grow your audience because I'm just worried for you, man. I just
Let's shoot a
genuinely am
cannonball
worried for you.
Do that thing.
Well, I appreciate that. I do. I really do. People think that like
Oh,
I'm
no,
dumb
you don't.
and you're fooling me, and then people think that you're so.
How would they fool? He's fooling you. He's telling you right to his face what any person would tell you if they wanted you to actually improve, right? And he's saying a lot of bad shit too. White fat, content sucks. You suck. People that think you die, I kind of understand what they're saying sometimes. I mean, I don't know. All right, we're almost done with this one. Let's see if this is the finish here. I know they got to read the contribution.
Evil person trying to mess with me. I don't think, neither is true. But that's what the drama queens want to believe, But I don't think that's the case at all. By the way, we did get a lot of support, and I got to get out of here.
Queen.
So
there we go.
I
Yeah.
kept you way too
do
long,
final shout outs here.
Now we got into this side moral lecture.
Okay, there was a Rambo part, so let me hear this.
Are you crazy? You won the
Oh yeah, listen to this.
friend his whole life.
He's gonna be out of here so fast. He's gonna lose my number. He's gonna, like,
Did you hear Did you hear the story? So a guy who's he's pretty old, okay, in the United States,
Listen
he
to
won
this.
the lotto. Now, he always had this agreement with his best friend his whole life that each of them would buy their own lotto tickets, but if either of them won, they would split the winnings. This sucker split the winnings. What an asshole. Why would you do that? Are you crazy?
What?
You won
Wow.
the lotto. It's in your name only. And he split the winnings with his friend. What a crazy idiot.
Dude.
No way.
Wow.
Jesus.
Cool guy, right? Cool guy. Very cool. This is what happens when you.
I'm
Well, I
stunned.
can't say
friends.
I'm surprised.
Oh, no,
I
I
am.
mean-
Not that he believes that, but the fact he said it out loud.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's insane.
I legitimately would not share a vow. Well, we know this guy doesn't keep his commitments, guys. I mean, let's get real. He said, "I made a commitment to my wife never to play mobile games before." That was 2018.
Yeah, he gave all that up. Yep.
He doesn't really keep those commitments. You know what I mean? So here you go.
Who would do that shit?
Cool. You would never do that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. Here we
He's
go.
just said to his
Rambo
face, you would
comes to
never
you,
do
Phil,
that.
Come on, man.
Oh, here comes
Anyway,
Rainbow.
all right. Here we go.
John Rambo comes to you. Phil, come on, man. Sorry, dude.
Who? John who? I don't know who the fuck that is. Anyway, here we go.
Okay, cool. Yep, very cool guy. This is definitely a cool guy. People only hate him because he's bad at video games. Definitely. Okay, Daily
That's why
Rap
people wish he was dead.
Yeah, I understand.
Daily Rap was only 4 minutes, so let's do this real quick. This is the day after the...
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 6th of March, 2025. A great streaming day, an elongated streaming day because of technical issues that weren't even my technical issues.
Don't care.
Oh, can pause real quick. Real quick
Yeah,
question.
please. Yeah.
Is this the day after? Did you say or same
Yeah.
day?
No. The night of Smart Guys just ended. Okay. In the
Slept in
timeline.
that shirt and just carried on. That's all I was going to say.
No.
but-
No. This is Smart Guys.
Or Speak It In
was it
One
Red Sea?
HD remake. That would be outstanding. So the show tons of technical problems, and he just come back from a vacation, and he goes to do his setup, and all these things are going wrong. So the show didn't start until about maybe half an hour later than it should have.
You guys like that
which
part.
sucks because we have a time frame that we try to time out the show, and we were starting late. We started off talking about wrestlers, talking about elimination, packs segment at the end, the Grill Phil segment, which went pretty well as well.
Oh, yeah.
I know many of you might or might not care about that segment. If you are interested in that segment, obviously you're welcome to check it out. We put it at the end of the show on purpose. Some insightful stuff there. We actually talked a lot about our last, 8-9 months of working together and how stuff has gone and stuff like that. And it was a pretty good back and forth. And check it out if you're interested in that. Okay. So that show is live and archived.
All right, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we're going to the next day, which he did not hit the goal, as you can see there. Let's see what happens here.
Now, before we get to anything today, I do have something that I need to say up front. I've got some personal stuff going on right now in my life that's pretty stressful and pretty sad.
Damn it.
All right.
Dude, it always happens like this, too. Guys, I know I'm looking at... Triple P made me look like a bitch, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to let you know there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes as well that's pretty bad. So, pity me, please. I mean, come on.
See, again, we can't give detractors the W who are going, look, I feel like shit because Triple P just went at me for an hour last night and it's really fecked me off. We can't give us that. So we have to be like, well, I might be depressed. There's stuff going on in the background. None of your business. I am feeling a bit miserable. So,
I am.
support.
I got
Maybe
hold
some
on.
money will solve the problem.
Well, don't ask. It's none of your business.
Let me hit the
Private
music. Okay, let's go.
On right now in my life that's pretty stressful and pretty sad and depressing. All right. It has absolutely, positively nothing to do with anything on stream, any content that I'm doing right now. Nothing to do with Smart Guys. Nothing to do with anything.
Why say that?
Why
Which
would
is
you
so
say
suspicious.
Why would you say this? Why?
It's not the obvious thing that it obviously is, guys.
God damn it.
Oh my God, what's going on with Kat? It's not that either. There's just personal stuff going on, and it's definitely affecting me. Like today, I don't feel good. Just being honest, and I don't mean in like physically. I mean like up here and here. I feel like shit. Okay.
It just happens to be the day after Triple P did that. Please. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
No, I just can't. It's fucking like it's offensive on so many levels, especially if you have struggled with mental health and depression. To hear him sort of claiming this. He's just in a mood. He's in a fucking mood because his mate last night ripped him apart for like an hour.
Yes.
And he can't deal with that. So when he's got no fucking experience of what it's like to actually deal with it.
But Steve, you must have missed the part where he said it's not about that. Okay. So
were you paying attention? He literally said it.
Do you want me to rewind the stream for you? Come on.
So there's nothing you can do about that.
Manifesto.
That's life.
Can we start again?
But I'm gonna do my best to still be here all day today and put out streams and content for you guys. And
Steve, pay
and try to
attention.
basically take my mind off of all the stuff that's going on. It's nothing that anyone needs to know about because it's my personal shit. But it's fucked up. Stuff that happens sometimes in life, and it's how you handle that. And and how you bounce back from it, I think that counts.
Thank you so much for the music.
Not the fact that the bad stuff happens, because bad stuff happens to everyone, right?
Yeah, but how do you feel you're handling it, Phil? How do you feel like you're bouncing
that
back?
It does't come through in the content. You know, today if I sound a little bit more stressed, if I seem upset, if I seem kind of down, there's a good reason for it.
Bro, this is just giving people permission to go for you.
Yeah, I know. Kick Chat's loving this, by the way.
It's still here at the back of my head, the back of my mind.
Honestly, that's not my intention. When I come to stream, I'm trying to get you guys to escape from the stuff that's in your personal real lives, right? I want you to come chill with me and hang out and have a good time. That's the intention.
So why would you bring this
up? But it can't
up?
always be like a flawless person, and today's one of those days I get the feeling that I'm going to get slammed and not feel too good, no matter what I'm really up to. But I'll still do my best, and I thank you all for your consideration. I just want to say that up front, because many of you who regulars here might say, gee, I wonder what's going on, right? I wonder what's happening
What
here.
a hero.
It's not, no, see this idiot, it's not about getting pity bucks. It's not anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just...
Chew loves whaling. That's a reference to my wife who loves whaling. Says, get those pity bucks, king. Go ahead, Meerkat.
Yeah. I mean, which other streamer has depression announcement segments? Like, come on. How are you going to tell me you're not going for pity bucks?
I just want to let you know I am being extremely depressed right now, but I won't it might affect the stream, actually. The stream will be worse than ever right now, but honestly, don't let it affect too much, okay? Thank you.
Just people notice these things, you know, already. When I literally the first time I turned the camera on, people were like, damn, Phil looks tired. Yeah, I am. I'm fucking beat right now. I'm to my wit's end, stressed out right now. And there's nothing that can be done to fix it or help it or be better. You know.
I'm sorry, man. This is fucking stupid.
Yes,
a guy
it really
that fucking
is.
eats food, fucking plays games, telling a bunch of people that actually work for a living that he's stressed. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, just say, oh, Triple P made me cry yesterday, you guys. So give me some money and make me feel better. Just say it. Like,
yeah, but what you don't understand is that this time when he eats food, he's going to be sad.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got like a Toblerone addiction or something random.
Okay, so my bad for that. I hope that it doesn't affect the content today, and I hope that we can get through today and have a fun day. And again, people are deaf. It has nothing to do with any content or anything I'm making. Nothing public at all. Something that no one knows about.
Yeah, like Steve, he didn't listen.
Nor should you. It's my private life. All right. God forbid that a streamer actually have a private life, but I do. I've done a really good job over the last 5+ years of establishing a separation between what you know and what actually goes on behind the scenes in my life. Thankfully, because you know,
so you've lied,
with the amount of stalker stuff that happens, it's very good that I'm able to maintain that separation and balance. It's needed. Okay,
that's not what work-life balance means, Philip.
No, it does not.
That's gay.
Okay. So there's one more thing I think I got to go to. I think he's done here. Let's see.
All right, so let's move past it.
Okay, yes. Just so you know, I'm going to be extra sad today, but it's not because Triple P called my wife fat. It's that my content sucks. It's not about that. Okay? Tired of it. It's not that. Sarah Barclay asked a question later. That was pretty interesting. A lot of people are telling me.
Yes, but Sarah, here's the thing. She says, PPP accusing you of being a biphobic, woman-hating incel was really upsetting. Yes, but he's playing the role of the detractor. Don't you get it? Like, that's the point of the segment. He regurgitates the detractor memes that are going on. And then I can...
COPE overload right here.
No,
go ahead, Steve.
He doesn't know. He asked you. He didn't regurgitate the memes. He was like, Phil, why did you call her a slut?
Yeah.
I think this was Triple P's way of convincing him to do this segment, as in like, let's be in like wrestling characters, and I'm gonna be the detractor, and you're gonna be the epic Phil.
Good point.
Because he said kayfabe in it as well, didn't he? He said some of it's kayfabe, some of it's not. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head there.
Good point.
Obviously, I have my take on it.
Then,
right?
dude, we have not grown up since Top Haters and Impact and wanting wrestling promos before tournaments and things. We have not grown up since then. Yep. Fuck me.
To the world. And then you can digest it however you want.
Okay.
Right? Like, that's the point of the segment, though. I think people don't get it. I mean, really, like, I just think some people just don't get it.
All right. Well, people don't get it. Let's see if he continues.
Comment from Dark Sector in chat. Don't you get it?
Don't you get it? So you
You
get
guys
it?
don't get it. I'm being humiliated with consent. It's different.
Phil,
See,
this is
you
pure
all,
cope.
again. I guess you guys don't get it. I don't know.
All the chat is saying on Kick, by the way, is this is pure cope. Pot of greed. The guy that's definitely a LARPer said, "We know the truth, King. It's debunking the trolling, so it's no longer relevant."
What else to say? I don't know what else to say. If you don't understand it, then I don't know.
Only Iced Coffee Real says, "Are you so desperate for friends, viewers that you knowingly surround yourself with PDFs,
for example,
incels, and mentally deranged individuals?" Yes, that's true.
All the stuff that's been going on this last couple of weeks, people are going on Twitter and doing crazy shit, and then they yell DSP. Do you really think that anyone in their right mind thinks that I'm responsible for that stuff?
That was a death threat. Yeah, that was a death threat reference.
Well, I wouldn't say he's responsible for what the person did, but he should have just said, I disavow this, and I'm sorry for calling
All
you
he
a
has to do.
slut. I'm sorry for calling this 20-year-old girl a slut as a 43-year-old man.
Yes.
And that was stupid. That's all he should have said. And it's very simple and easy to do. And that's the glory of Darkside Phil. That's why he's so amazing, is that he doesn't do anything that's easy.
Literally anyone could do anything, and just because they bring up my name doesn't mean I'm involved or I'm responsible or I have to say a word about it. I'm not involved with any of it, But that's the meme, and that's what they're bringing up, and that's the stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Not really.
No.
You get it?
It's the meme that one of your fans made a death threat to Lexi.
See, that's true too. I will say that. I think Dapans has a point. He says the segment only really works if people know about the detractor memes. And if they don't, then the segment doesn't work.
Right,
so here's the thing, right? I feel like for my fans, the wrestling part of Smart Guys is the best part.
Sorry, there was a chat for Romance Becky Boot Reel that said, can I get a sandwich shop analogy?
For my hardcore fans, people who like me, my opinions on stuff, my content.
I think we can end here. I don't know. I think.
Oh God, that comment from Mariah Scary as well.
Mariah Scary says, "You were just as awful to Lex as your detractors are to you." Ooh.
To be fair, we've never called him a slut.
Yeah, definitely.
I have.
Oh,
I have.
I think I have as well.
Warren says, "Who would want to watch this sad sack?" A lot of people. He goes on. All right, hold on.
And they want to hear me talk about wrestling because I used to do Smart Guys over a decade
1.5.
ago. Right?
We got to end some point.
The wrestling portion is the portion for you, but then there's the whole other portion, and the other portion is for the Kino Casino viewers because that's the kind of content they're used to. They're used to the drama, the grill.
So there's another user called ALT's Angry Cat.
Oh yeah. They're used to Triple P shitting on me endlessly. I mean, that's what they and that's a factually fucking based too.
The detractor shit, the memes. So it's kind of like, again, having that balance, right? It's like the first half of the show, the wrestling will be for my fans. The second half is for their fans, right? But that's kind of the. Well, Sarah, see, that's just me. See, Sarah makes a good point. Let's be fair, because I do want to be fair to people. Okay, Sarah just said, "Why don't you work with the game companies?"
Who cares? All right, big ups to Movie Sign. 220 says, next on Smart Guys, Phil tames a lion. That'd be cool. NWO News says, chat LARPers need to start gaslighting him into thinking that not doing drama content is a win for detractors. Oh, yeah. Like somehow you got to spin that. I don't know how, though, NWO News. Michael A. Lee says, this did nothing but help him strip off his shame.
Yes, I agree. Heavy.
Yeah.
Big ups to Iwamoto, who says, as if Kevin McLeod would go after him with the music stuff. Yeah. Oh, he can go after him at any time, okay? He's a big streamer. Shiny Teeth says, you know what they say, the camera adds 10 minutes to the Tetris stream. Mario Faker says, cool royalty-free music is the Water Embers. Hint, hint. Big ups, Mario Faker. You're a legend, sir. But that will do it today, my friends, for our show. Big ups, everybody, for joining. I didn't know where this show was going to go today. We still had I got a lot of stuff from Street Fighter last night. But I don't know if you knew this, guys, but he did go against a famous Smooth Cat, FGC guy. So that was pretty entertaining, but we don't have enough time.
Well, look, that guy's showing his inputs. He's showing his joystick and what he's doing with his hands. I thought that
you
was
can't do that.
Yeah, I thought it was
Regular.
impossible. Yeah.
A lot of people are asking for bands. I'll give you a five spot of bands. Okay, 5. Only 5. Gotta get out of here. Here we go. Ooh, this is a good one. No back injury because no spine. Real. Oof,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
Here we go. Incel manifesto. Phil is gay. That one. I said that one. There we go.
That's a classic one.
I love it.
Moobs showing fat like cat. There we go. I'll take that. Let's go to Rambo's nose up panda's bum. Real.
Okay.
It's a bit of a story there. Push-ups fake, squats real. Okay, I like that. I like that. One more. Let's go for the Evil AJ Street Fighter 2 Turbo God real. That's a good one. I'm not finished on that
very
one.
good.
No, that's a good one. Let's go for. I want to find a good one. About I said it on Thursday, but I'll give it a double shout out. No FGC friends to learn from. Real. What a legend. No FG friends to learn from. Real. That'll do it for the show today, guys. Big ups everybody for joining. Had a lot of fun. Mr. Ludacris, you're a legend as always, sir. Thanks for joining.
No worries, thanks for having me on. A lot of people say that they wish death upon you guys, and I kind of get it, but I appreciate you inviting me on all the same.
You're a legend, sir.
Likewise.
Yes, likewise.
Yes, that's true.
Steve of the Dead, final words, please.
Justice for House Tour 2014.
Fuck it.
Part
Okay.
5, 037.
Gotta go. Meerkat, what's your final word?
Fight a good fight.
Happy Women's Day. Thanks for watching. Ludacris, big ups for joining us yet again. One of the funniest guys around. Glad to have you on. And happy Women's Day to all women, including Kat. You might have noticed I didn't even make a single joke about Kat this whole time.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was holding off too.
I'm withholding. Anyways, you guys are legends.
Because Triple P, mate.
Yeah.
Well,
Triple
yes.
P, Triple P can do it. That means I can do it. Big ups everybody for joining. Ask the King tomorrow night with Atlas. Nothing tonight. Night off tonight. Enjoy your night, everybody. You're all legends. Bye.
Bye.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoons.
guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know, the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time, but I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously. All those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.